Now let's look at the role of the learner. The learner, the pupil, the student. What role do they play? And so we are saying that here, the first thing is that we will select or reject information when reading, listening, viewing, and writing during.
Hello, Mr. Ken.
Hello. Yes, sir.
Sorry. Please, are you showing your screen?
Yes, I'm sharing. Please, can you see?
No, please.
No,
we can't see.
We can't see the screen.
All of you are not seeing, eh?
Yes, please.
Yes.
Yes, please.
Sorry. You should have drawn my attention a long time. Oh. Wow.
Yes, please. We are not seeing it.
Oh, sorry. I'm coming. Sorry. Am I sharing now? Am I sharing now?
Yes,
Yes, sir.
please. Yes, you are sharing.
I'm sorry. Forgive me. Eh?
Okay, sir.
Forgive me. So, will it be right when I go back, or I should continue?
Go back a bit.
Go back.
All right.
So you can continue.
So we're looking at the outline of the presentation. We're looking at what is learning, describing the role of the learner, explaining any true sequence of the learner, and also all those things. Now, in your own words, when we are defining learning, we're saying that we can't have a concrete definition, one concrete definition for learning, because each and every one, please, I think some of us are giving us a feedback. Kindly mute your mic, please. Thank you. So we are looking at what each other will bring, or each person or each student will bring. When I ask you right now to explain what learning is, everybody will try to come out with a different thing. And we are saying that researchers have come out to say conclusively that nobody can have one definition for learning. It's incorrect. Nobody can do that, because learning will come with different meanings. But Burns in 1995 stood up and came out with what a permanent definition, which goes that when we say learning, we are looking at a relatively permanent change in behavior. So in terms of the behavior, what are we going to look at? We are going to look at how the person behaves. How do you do that? You have to observe. You observe with your eye. And then this activity, we have other things like the internal processes. Internal processes like what? You have to think. Now, what made you, aware that I was not sharing the screen? It was your eyes, observable. You were not seeing it. And that's a fact. Aside that, attitudinal change will come in, because the person will have to think, and you thinking, you have to, make a decisive decision. That's where your attitude will also come to play. And then your emotions. That is what Burns is saying. That when we say permanent change in behavior, we are looking at what thinking, your thinking faculty, how you're going to use it, attitude, your attitude, attitudinal change. When you learn, have you gone through the education system? Was it the school that passes through you, or you pass through the school? In terms of attitude, how do you behave out there? So sometimes somebody will say, wait, I also go to school. All these people, they say they've gone to school. Why? You observe certain behavior, you listen to their emotions through their thoughts, and you say, you can't call yourself an educated person. And so that is what Ben is saying. All right. Now, let's look at the role of the learner. The learner, it behoves on you as you are listening. It behoves on you to say that, I will take this information or I'll reject it. So we are saying that select or reject information when reading, listening, viewing, and writing during what? Instructions. So as the instruction is going on, it's your decision as to whether you will listen to me or you reject the information I'm giving it, or whatever is coming out of me, you reject it. And so that is that. Then the second point is that he analyzed and synthesized information. The information has been given it to you. You need to analyze. You go for this, your coursework book. You analyze it, you synthesize it. The most important and the valuable information is what you have to take. Then you compare, sequence and link. All these things are the things that the learner has to go through in order to achieve a valuable motions and behaviors and whatever you can call it. You also do classification. He establishes what he's trying to link the cause and effect of it. Then he also do what we call summary. So after this lesson, all of you can give a summary of what we have discussed today, and etc. The learner also apply information to their daily life. The information I'm giving it to you, you apply it to your daily life. And the daily life comes in here. Sorry, you're an ICT tutor, you're an ICT teacher. What and what would you do with this information? Yes, we are talking about methods of teaching. And the methods of teaching, if I go to class, me as a teacher, me as a learner that I'm learning to acquire this knowledge, how do I position myself? How do I take the children through the lesson? And so that is what. So you apply information to your daily life. Then you do a lot of transformation. Okay. So you transform information into knowledge. The information you are giving it to the kids, you want them to have it. And then so that when someone sees the person, what is the person going to observe about the person? So here we are saying now observable behavior. So in terms of mathematics, because you're taking the children through it, anytime out there, when they meet someone and give them any problem, they are able to solve it, either orally or practical, whatever, they will be able to do it. And so we are looking at that kind of transformation, that kind of information that they have gotten, and because they are using it, it has not become disuse. In disuse, it is that you have the information, you didn't use it, and now it's going gradually out of your mind. Especially with that language, you can understand. Well, if you don't use it for a long time, it becomes disuse. You forget them. So that is that. Then you do a lot of interpretation. Students interpret information that you are giving them. So the information I'm giving it to you, it behoves on you to interpret it however you interpret it. That is your case. And through that, then it will help you to pass your examination. Because all these things that we are doing is about exams. So you being the student through 6 steps, then you are able to do whatever you want to do. All right. Now, when it comes to the sequence, what do we mean when we say sequence of learning? What do we mean? With sequence of learning, we are looking at attention. Okay, the attention is considered a necessary preparatory steps. So your attention, the math teachers, the science, whatever teacher, music teacher, they want to get attention of the students. And so, especially the maths at the lower primary, at the JHS, then they will start. I'm counting one, what is one and one alone, and those kind of things. Why do you do that? You are trying to get the attention of the students. And so once you try to establish that kind of call and respond, and they do it, then yes, they know they are coming to, they are preparing them for exam. So that is that. Then perception. So at this stage of learning, what do you do? There is an input to the senses that get registered, so that its meaning is established. And so the perception that you have will tell what the input that you are getting. You want to register it on the long-term memory. We have two types of memory. We have the short-term memory, we have the long-term memory. And so when you are taking the information right now, this information is being registered on the short-term memory. So it behoves on you. After you have finished registering on the short-term memory, you have to read over again, so that now you can send it to the long-term memory and store it forever and ever. Then we have acquisition. What are you going to acquire? Acquisition. Okay, here we are looking at the phase of learning where the student acquires a new capability or new skills in operating something. And so if it's about keyboarding skills, you are taking the children through these kind of skills. At the end, the children must acquire it. So we say acquisition, the children is going to acquire whatever knowledge you want them to get. So that is that. Then we have retention. After you have gone through the attention, the perception, how do you retain the information? How do you retain it? Are you going to retain it on the short-term memory, which in no time you forget about them? Or you're going to keep it on the long-term memory so that you what? Retain it forever and ever. Then we have transfer of knowledge, transfer. Sometimes it calls what? Application. As for you, this student, you cannot apply your knowledge at all. I taught you this in social studies, in science is there. So you have to transfer. So we say you have to apply your knowledge. The knowledge that you have gotten, you need to what? Your knowledge on it. And so in terms of application, it's the highest and the most complex level of learning. I need to apply the knowledge I've gotten on a different subject area. Then at the highest level, it becomes so what? Simple as compared to the lower level. All right. Now let's look at the domain of learning. Domain of learning. Let's look at it. When we talk about domains of learning, what do we mean? Domain of learning. Now, domain of learning, in learning, what we see is that there are other things that we normally do, okay, in our learning or in our studying. And so what we're going to do, or we're going to look at or talk about is, we're going to look at our cognitive faculty. We will look at our affective, our psychomotor. And so in terms of cognitive, it deals with the mind, the knowledge. Okay. And so under the cognitive, we are saying that the knowledge do an activity to recall a process, rule, code, law, or procedure. So the knowledge will help you to do all these tasks. Then the second point, we are saying that, or let me continue this way. From the first point, when we look at the knowledge and the kind of activities you do, then affective. The affective deals with the heart, the affective, the knowledge. And so we have these three faculties. We have the knowledge, we have the heart, and we have what? The muscles. Okay, where we use it to do special skills. So the cognitive deals with the mind. When the mind decides, then your heart also takes it from there. Then the psychomotor, where you're going to use your fine muscles, either your hand, your leg, to perform certain what? Task. And so that is what we do. So we say imitation. Under the psychomotor, you are going to imitate what your teacher is doing. You are going to copy what your master is doing. You are going to copy what your madam or mistress is doing. So that is that. And so affective, you are receiving. The knowledge prepare it. The affective receives it. Which becomes, you are aware of whatever is going to happen, or about what? Awareness. Then after that, you imitate it to see whether you are perfect and that you can do that, whatever task is given to you. The second point, we comprehend with the same knowledge. Under the knowledge or the cognitive, you must comprehend, which means that understanding. You must understand whatever you are doing. Whatever that comes to mind, you need to process it. You need to what? Have certain codes and certain rule and procedure, certain laws. When you get these things and back them, then you mean that you are trying to make what? A meaning out of what is in your mind, where you understand certain things. When it comes to the affective, you respond or react. Okay, so for instance, if I pinch you right now, you definitely respond, you react. Then you use your what? Psychomotor to also manipulate, or you follow instructions. So as you are following the instructions, you are manipulating. The third one says apply. When you are applying, you are using it. The knowledge you have gotten, when you are applying it, you are using it. Okay, then we have the third one under the affective. We say value. Understand and act. The value here means you understand and you act on it. Then you develop precision. Okay, it should be the exact thing that has been given it to you to what? To perform. That is what? To be precise. The fourth one says what? We analyze. So the structure that has been given it to you, or the elements, you have to analyze all of them. If you are reciting the first 20 elements, you don't say hydrogen and go and say calcium and go and say potassium. No, you have to what? Look at the structure and mention them. In that manner, you are analyzing these things and you want them to be in a chronological manner. Then you need to be articulation. You combine what? Combine. You integrate. related what skills. And so the skills that you are getting, you need to what relate them, so that when you are relating them, it will help you to be able to what perform the task that has been given it to you. You also need to organize with the affective or the psychomotor. You use your hand, you pick the pieces and put them together, and you look at what the personal value system. So this is what it's happening. Sensitize is there, you synthesize what is there, so you create or you build. Then you naturalization, automate, become expert with the what? The affective. Then internalize. You internally, you have to create certain kind of value system, or you adapt certain behavior. The behaviors are many. Which one are you adapting? Then you go for it. Okay, the last one under the cognitive or the knowledge, we say what? Evaluate. You must evaluate certain problems. Then you assess or judge in relational what? Terms. And so that is the domain of what? Learning. I don't know whether up to here anyone has any question to ask, please, or I should move on because we have a lot of slides to cover. Hello.
So let's move on.
Let's move on.
All right, sir. I hope everything is clear.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. Yes.
All right. So learning theories. When we talk about learning theories, we are looking at the learning and the theories that is backing it. And so when we say learning theories, what is a learning theory? It's a conceptual framework that describes how information is absorbed, processed, and retained during learning process. So what does learning bring? The learning put together the cognitive, emotional, and environmental influences, experiences for what? Acquiring. Okay, so the cognitive, as we learned, the cognitive, which is the mind, will try to put certain things together. Then your emotions come to play. Then the environmental influence. Which environment do you find yourself? That environment will influence your situation, your emotions, your behavior. So let's get that. So that when you are teaching, that environment influences the children's behavior. And so anytime we are teaching, we need to consider all these things and put them together. Then we can also talk about experiences for acquiring it. What experience have you gotten that you relate to the new concept for you to acquire the knowledge you are looking for? Then we are looking at what? Enhancing or making changes in one's knowledge. So as teachers, what do? We always enhance what? Knowledge. We try to make what? Changes to what? People's or learners' knowledge, including our own colleagues, including the skills. The skills, every task has a skill that one person or the other needs to use. And so we are looking at what? The skills. Then values and world views. Your value. So for instance, when the new curriculum came, the white said that we should teach sex education. Now worldwide, other countries accepted it. In Ghana, we stood against it. Why? Because it is seen as what? Unclean, where they will now mention certain parts of the body, dito, they tell the children what they use it for, and do all those things. So the religious body, the various religious bodies stood against it, and quickly they plunged it out of the curriculum. So that is what. So our theory, our society, the theory that we believe on, do not support those things. And so that's how come it couldn't see the daylight. Now we are continuing. When you say learning theory, we are looking at a systematic and what? Integrated outlook of what? The nature of the learning process. And so we look at the theory, we look at how systematically we are going to teach. That's why all our lessons, we teach it systematically. We integrate certain things together so that it will give us a nice outlook, so that the learning process can be so successful. And so when we talk about the learning theories, we can talk about three main learning theories, three main categories. three main of our learning theories. Here we have the behaviorism. Behaviorism. The second aspect, we have cognitivism. Cognitivism. Then we have constructivism. Construct the environment. What they believe in is that all these will come to play. And so when we talk about behaviorism, what do? They focus on only the objectively. When we talk about objectives, they only look at what? The observable aspect of learning. I have thought the child should be able to what? Demonstrate this for me to see. So they are going to observe you doing it. That is how come when you write a lesson note and the CISOs comes round, they say, yes, go and teach. You said you have brought this lesson in order, so go and teach and let me see. And so you go there. If you are teaching, you have pre-conference during and after. So all these things, the CISO needs to meet you pre-conferencing. The note you have written, bring it, let me see it. You say you introduce this one here, you say you do this here, you say you do this here. And so in the course of doing all these things, please, we are trying to see whatever you yourself you have produced, whether you'll be able to what? Bring it up. You can what? Establish it in the classroom for the children to understand. Then we have the cognitive theories. They look beyond behavior. Okay, they explain brain-based learning. Brain-based what? Learning. So they look beyond what? Behavior. So they look at what? Mental faculties, how you are able to learn, how you are able to what? You are able to understand things and all of that. Then we have constructivism. They view learning as what? A process in which the learner actively constructs or builds new idea or concept. So here these days you see that we give project work and all that because we are saying that we are just facilitators. The learners should be able to construct their own learning so that the knowledge will be with them. It will be part of them. Once they are able to search and get the knowledge, then we don't have any problem. So that kind of knowledge that they have acquired will be with them. They can keep it on a long-term memory so that anytime you ask them, they will be able to what? Retrieve it. Now, behaviorism is primarily what?
Your line is breaking.
My line is breaking, eh?
Yeah, sorry, I can't hear you.
I think it's from her side, though, because
Yeah, the line is clear here. It's from your end.
Yes, so
Your network connection. To check your network. We are okay.
All right.
So you can
Okay,
continue.
okay. All right.
All right, so madam, please kindly check for me, okay?
Okay, sir.
All right. So, like I said, behaviorism is primarily connected to observable and measurable aspect of human behavior. We will observe you and we will measure you. And so you realize that when you are writing lesson notes, by the end of the lesson, during the old lesson notes, the child should be able to what? Do A, B, C, D. Can you see it? Can you observe the child doing that? Can you measure it? When we talk about measurement, when we say what? Smart. Smart. In the old lesson, we say smart. The objective should be specific. It should be measurable. It should be achievable. It should be realistic. It should be time-bound. All these things should come together so that by the end of the lesson, the learner achieves what? A greater height. He understands everything. That's what the behaviorist sees. It views the mind as a black box. The behaviorism sees the mind as a black box. Now, in this black box, we are saying that the sense respond to stimulus, okay, and can be observed quantitatively. Quantitatively deal with numbers, okay, totally what? Ignoring the possibility of what? Thought processes. And so they are looking at what? The stimulus and it what? Response in terms of what? Measurable quantitatively. So they look at what you can do, A, B, C, D, and all of that. They are not looking at what? The thought processes that you are going to acquire in the mind. They ignore that one totally. So in defining behavior, behaviorists learning theories emphasize changes in behavior that results from what? Stimulus. Stimulus response associations made by the learner. So when something happens, there should be what? A cause and what? Effect. So once a stimulus is there, response what will come. So that is the association that we have to what? Keep in mind. As you are moving on, you get more what? Information about that. So we are saying that we are talking about what? Stimulus response what? Association. All right. Now, in this behaviorism aspect, what do teachers do? What role do teachers play? We, the teachers, what role are we going to have to play or we're going to get to do? So we said that the teacher actively keeps students participating. Yes, even if it's a group work, the teacher moves around to check whether everybody is participating. The second aspect, students should be active respondents. People are mostly likely to learn when they actually have what? A chance to behave. So the students shouldn't be what? Passive. They should be actively what? Involved in the learning process. The passive way is when they sit down aloof, nothing. You ask them questions, do you understand? They will not mind. Whatever they as if they're not part, but they should be actively involved. You carry them along as you are presenting the lesson. Provide the stimulus, which may be what? The lesson plan, the theme, the subject matter at hand. That is what we are going to provide to the children. And so that's what we can refer to as what? As the stimulus. Then the teachers should present materials in small portions, in bits. And so if you have about 5 objectives, you can start to do 3 today, then tomorrow you do 3 this week, then tomorrow you do the rest of the 2. So the lesson should be taught in bits, in small what? Numbers, so that the children will understand it. Teachers should break down tasks into small steps. So a big task, teachers should be able to break it down so that children will be able to what? Get the concept well. All right. Now, what other role should the teacher play in terms of this behaviorism what? Theory? Teachers, what do you have to do? You do a lot of motivation. You motivate the learners. Okay, you motivate and you facilitate learning. Hey, this concept, the person who will be able to do this, there's a present for the person. I'll give the person this, I'll give the person toffee, I'll give the person biscuits. You see that they will even try and come out with the answers. And as they are coming, they're not getting it. Then you facilitate, you guide them gradually. You see that they will arrive at the answer. Work from most simple to most complex task. And so you, the teacher, you guide the children from simple to complex. So that's why we have this concrete and formal operation and all those things. Tasks must be adjusted to be age appropriate. And so please, this lesson I'm treating with you, there is no way that I can go to class 1 or JHS to go and give them this note. It's way higher than them. And so tasks must be adjusted to be age appropriate. You look at your age and they give you this same ICT. We do it in primary, but go and look at their content. Go and look at their syllabus. You realize that it's very small. Okay, they don't go into details. As they are climbing, they add on. All right. Then teachers should use repetition and a lot of what? Practice. As you are teaching, you must repeat the lesson. You must go over again. You must do a lot of practicals so that it will enhance their understanding. Teachers should also repeat stimulus response to strengthen learning. So with the stimulus response, we're going to do what? So English teachers normally do a lot of what? Drill and practice. Now, all the other subjects, we should be able to do the drill and practice. You drill them. If it's words, you pronounce it, they will say that after you. You ask them to what? To spell it, and then they will pronounce it. That's what we do, so that it will enhance their understanding. All right. Now, the student, what role is the student going to play in the behaviorism? The students work for what? Rewards of some sort. Yes. Once the student know that, hey, as for this teacher, when he gives you question, you're able to answer, and they give you biscuit or toffee, they will always want to what? Strive and get the answer, so that they'll get their toffee, so that they'll get their whatever they want to get from you. Their behavior is diverse based on what? Their environmental surroundings. And so you see the students you have in your class, please, all of them are coming from different environments. All of them are coming from different environments. So when you are teaching, you must bear in mind that, yes, you are from maybe Accra. They have posted you to Baby Koda and not the Baby Koda. You go there. As for me, Accra, we don't do this. So, yes, they know you are a problem solver. And so they have to send you to that place. When you go there, you don't go and boast there. As for me, I mean, Accra, I'm from Accra. I'm Accra boy. No. We have different environments, we have different surroundings, and the kind of what a couple of students that comes and they respond to things differently. That's why we have all sort of what learning abilities in the class. We have slow achievers, we have medium, we have what very high achievers. But as a teacher, you must consider all these differences so that you bring them together, you harmonize them together. Students respond to what? Stimuli. The students, whatever thing you are teaching, they respond. That is when you are able to teach it well, the student will respond through your what? Formative assessment. And in the formative assessment is when you are teaching and you are asking questions, oral questions. Students are asking, they are responding. You want to find out whether they understand the concept you are giving to them. And so you ask the question, they respond. You give exercises, you give homework, you give project work. All these things are the kind of response and the stimuli we are talking about here after you have finished teaching. So that is the role of the student. We have looked at the role of the teacher. The teacher must motivate the student. He must do a lot of drills and practice, and all the students he has to do a lot of things for himself or herself. All right. Now we are done with behaviorism. We are moving on to cognitivism. Please, is there any question anyone want to ask?
Hello, sir.
Yes, sir.
Please, I have a question.
Yes, ask your question.
My question is based on the teacher's behaviorism.
Yeah.
You said you were talking about breaking down concepts of what lessons. Yeah.
Yes.
Based on that, we teachers do not set much questions whenever we finish our teaching, or if we are not able. Part of teachers could finish their syllables. Some of them will not be able to. So if questions are set on all these syllables of the content that you have not taught, and then come to the case and then you are not able to do, what should you do?
So you're asking, if I understand your question well, you are asking whether after teachers have taught their syllabus or their curriculum, students go to the exams and they are not able to pass, what should teachers do?
I'm sorry, I'm rather saying that sometimes some teachers are not able to finish because of some activities that we do. Right now we are having sports, and then it will be about 1 week, I get to me. And then parts of the school, some schools will not be able to, but they set a question for the district. I get to me. School A will be able to complete the syllabus. School B will not be able to. But when the questions are coming, they set it what? So the end of what the syllabus that or curriculum that is what is being given. So in this case, what of the teacher who was not able to finish the task affecting the case? What should we do to the case, or what should happen to the case when the exams happen?
All right. All right. And so the question has been set from the education of the district. Now you have a sports. You are going to spend about 1 week to do your sports. You do other activities and other things. So you are not able to do that. That's why we have the intervention. Okay. So intervention. If I know we are commuting from the school to the sports maybe by 8 or by 9, especially the Form 3 students, I should be able to maybe come early in the morning. By say 6 o'clock, I'll be there 6:30. I take them for about maybe 2 hours or 1 hour, 30 minutes to try to what? Patch up those periods that I was not able to get. Because at the end of the day, they are going to write the exams, and if they are not able to pass, your CISO will come and say, come and answer why. Tell me the reason why the children didn't pass. Again, you can also buy time on Saturdays. You meet them halfway through, maybe 8-12. You take them gradually. So these are some of the things that, and then sometimes too, when it happens that way, though they are doing sports, before you realize that the following next week we are going to do sports, this week, you must try and give them a project work with all the topics that are left for you to treat this week. Give it to them as a project work and tell them, when we return from the sports, you are coming to do presentation on these topics. Please, I hope you are getting me. Hello.
Please, yes. Please, yes.
Yes. Because if not, they always come and query you. And you are not teaching. You are no teacher will bath and eat and go and stand in the classroom and go and dance. But that's for our supervisor. When they come, that's what they tell us. And so, please, let's take note of that. Okay.
All right. Thank you, sir.
Okay. Please, can I move on?
Yes, please.
Yes, sir. Please.
Sir, please, I have a question.
Please ask.
Sir, please, you were talking about the teacher being posted to maybe the northern part of Ghana, and you were saying that the teacher must not boast over it. Yeah, I'm not talking about that aspect, but my question is that, you see, in Ghana here, we have a lot of languages over here. So assuming that for me, I am an Asante, and, I speak Chi English, and then here is the situation that they are saying that if you are teaching, you can also inculcate the local language, that is the F1, within your teaching. So me being posted to that place, I'm teaching, but the students are not getting it. But they are saying that I use
your
the
network is
F1,
bad.
but I can't use the language that is case. How should I go about that?
So in this case, hello, can you hear me?
Hello, sir.
Hello, can you hear me?
Yes, please. Yeah.
So in this case, what you're going to do is that the L1 must start from the KG to lower class 3. Okay. In a extreme case where at the GHS they are not trying to understand the English, and you are also not a native of the place, and you cannot, speak the language, there will be one person in the class there, okay, who can understand the English very well and speak, and can also translate into their language for them. And so you can use that person as a TA. So that anytime, whatever you want to say, you tell him, he will tell the class for you in a gradual process. Please, I hope you are getting me. Hello.
Hello.
Hello, sir. I'm here.
Hello, sir.
All right. Now, let me cite my own case as an example. When I was posted to my first station, I couldn't speak their language, but there was this small, very small girl, brilliant girl from Ashama, and she could speak the Dangbe language and then also speak the English. And then anytime I want to teach, I go to her, bring her, this is what I want to say, tell them. Then she will say it. So gradually, that's what I did. And then I was able to now speak the language. The girl would tell me something in Dangbe, then she will now translate it into what? English for me. I said, okay, so say, please, if you want to say this, that kind of thing. So it was the girl who helped me. And you see, sorry, that is where I've been posted to. So I must do everything possible to make sure that I will speak that language to enhance my work for my teaching to go on well. And so these are some of the things that you have to do. And then there are some of the teachers, there were some of them with me. They said they are not interested in learning that language, so they will not even try to learn it. You see, sometimes some of the concepts that we have, which will not help. You have been sent there to go and what? Impart knowledge to go and make what changes. So once you get there, whichever way that you go through to make sure that the children be happy with you anytime you come around them, you have to do it. So please, let's kindly try and use some of these things so that our teaching or our work will be our work. Okay.
Hello, sir.
Yes.
Hello. Sir, please, just my humble suggestion. That is to say that then why don't we solve that issue of that language barrier? Well, for instance, we have some teachers who do understand the L1 and they are teachers, they can teach at that particular place. So why don't you, let's say that, oh, for you, maybe you can speak the account language. So let's post you to the areas that we have the account language. Oh, for you, you can speak maybe these languages. Let's post you to those areas. I'm just suggesting, I'm not saying that they should do it. But you see, when we go there, just as you said there are people who are not interested and they will not learn. And when it happens that way too, you see, we as a nation or the case also they fumble. That is my humble suggestion I want to make.
We have heard you. You are going to do curriculum studies in ICT, okay? In curriculum studies, which is going to be taught by Dr. Akadom. Formerly, I was doing that, but this time Akadom is going to do that. You see the role politics play in our education system. So when you go through, I think you have met him, right? You met him on Saturday or Sunday.
Yes, please. Yesterday.
Good. Yesterday, good. And so you have seen, gradually you're going to see the role in which politics play, and you are seeing it. They are there. They will not send them there. They have people who, when they were transferring me, there were 5. Were only 2 that went to the place. The rest, because they knew some people, they went and changed them. They were the natives. And you know, these natives too, do you think that you go to your hometown and go and teach? Your village, would you be happy to go there to go and teach? No, they will not. And so these are some of the ways that, but as you are saying, I'm praying that you also move up there, then one accord, we'll all see how best we can do that. Okay. So thank you for your suggestion. Prince Frimpong, please, let's hear you. Let's be brief and so that we'll be able to make it.
Okay, sir. Thank you for your presentation. And my question deals with the teacher role in behaviorism. I think the 4th or the 3rd one says that teachers should use repetition and a lot of practice. And here is a case whereby we have maybe 12 weeks to elapse the term, and the 12 weeks, each week has been assigned for you to do teach a specific topic. And whilst you do repetition, how could you complete those topics for the student to be prepared and get ready for the exams ahead? So I want you to help me on that, on the repetition aspect.
All right. So on the repetition aspects, what we are going to do is that do you do intervention in your schools? I hope you do intervention in your school.
Yes, sir.
So you use those intervention periods to do some of this. You see, it depends on each teacher. Teaching is an act. So you can decide that, hey, after class, everybody, you are not going home. I'm going to meet you for 1 hour. Hey, tomorrow early morning, meet me. You just want to finish your syllabus. And so whichever way you go through to do, you have to do that. Please, I hope you're getting it. Saturdays are there. Even if in the town, if they agree, you can tell them Sunday after church, I'm meeting you 2 p.m. to 4 p.m. You can do that. I hope you're getting it. Hello?
Yes, sir.
All right. So that's some of the things that we can do. Okay. Mr. John Ido.
Sir, please, with regards to the question that my brother said, that I want to add something small to it. And what you were saying to that one too, yeah, in a way, I do agree. But one thing is that You see, when you tell the student to come, then you'll be helping them on Saturdays and the rest. Yes, the situation on Saturdays. That is one. And even early in the morning too, the headmaster or the headmistress will also think that way, because in my school, that is mostly it happens. And some people will sabotage you and be doing some of the things. But let me help my brother with one thing. I don't know if it would help or not, but this is what I'm suggesting. Why don't he call, those students? You see, you select those students, and then maybe not even break time, or you find some small time, 30 minutes, then you'll be engaging them in that way. But you taking all the class, the assumption is that you are taking money from them, because it has happened to me in my school that I used to teach for now. Yes. So I'm just suggesting to my brother that why don't you call those children who are slow learners and cannot grab whatever you are saying unless maybe in a repetition form. So you call them, and then you engage them maybe 30 minutes after school, then you allow them to go. I think that one would do. That's my humble suggestion. Thank you.
All right, we're taking Mr. Yakubu, please. Let's be snappy, okay?
Okay, thank you, sir. What I wanted to add is that with all these interventions, from the previous discussions we had, I think the environment also counts, because one time I tried to do intervention after school. I was told that even after school, they must go to farm. So with all this intervention, I think it's good, but sometimes the environment also have influence on that. That's what I wanted to add.
All right. Thank you, Mr. Yakubu. Mr. Salom.
Good evening.
Evening.
Yes, sir. Yeah, please, mine has to do with the tourist. There's this that I want to know. Assuming the behaviorist, is he against the assertions of the cognitive, or he just corroborates the assertions of the cognitive?
You're asking whether they disagree with the cognitive or the
exactly.
What?
Yeah.
Good. Yeah. They don't disagree with them. They are coming out with their structures. Please, I hope you are getting it.
All right.
Yes. So, like, each and everyone stand on its own. So this is what I believe in. So it should be this, and that. Oh, somebody will say, oh, no. I think I also stand by this. I should go by A, B, C, D. Somebody can also go and say that Z, W, A. I hope you are getting it. So in all these, you have to put them together and, train the children with all this. You see it?
All right. All right.
So that's why as a teacher, that's why as a teacher, the behaviorism, the cognitive, and we have to harness, or we have to learn and understand all of them, so that we'll be able to understand the concept that we are giving to the children, what we also have to do. So please, that is that. Now, I say one person said that when you combine them, they feel that you are taking money. You see, some of the headmasters, me, I've been a victim before. They are not serious one bit. Some of the headmasters, and I know headmasters are here, they are not serious one bit. Because they have their favorites. When you are doing anything good, they say no. They are not serious. And when we do that, it would never go on. Please, if you think you are doing interventions and you are not charging, and they feel you are charging, please go on ahead and do it. When they call you anywhere, the children will testify whether you took money or didn't take money. That's that period. That's it. That is it. So please, don't let us listen too much to them. No, they are the head. You also have your right. Please, I hope you are getting it. Hello.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. We are getting it.
Yes, please.
All right. So, can I move on?
Sure. Yes, please.
Yes,
all
please.
Right. So cognitivism. Yes, sir. Please come in. Sorry, please a minute. So with the cognitivism, with the cognitivism, we are looking at the cognitive, and we're looking at what will happen. So cognitivism involves what? Activities like what? Memory capacity. Okay, the memory capacity, thinking and mental processes or processing. So here, what is the learner going to do? The learner is viewed as an information processor. So the learner will be viewed as an information processor. Thank you. As an information processor. So here, you are giving the information to the learner. He needs to sit and process the information well so that he will take it from there. Like we are doing. Whatever information that I'm giving it out here, you are going to sit and process it and see how best. Me teaching and you listening is a different thing. You're going to sit down and putting your pieces together and summarize the note and you're going to write your quiz or whatever. It's also another thing. And so we see learners as what information was processes. So information processing looks at how information is what retrieved and stored. So I'm talking, how are you taking the information? How are you going to store it so that when it comes to quiz, when it comes to exams, you'll be able to retrieve the stored information and apply, and then you get your marks. Now, this theory focuses on how to store and retrieve information, the cognitive. Okay, it's looking at how we store and retrieve information in the mind. It deals with the knowledge, the mind. So here, learning is attained through what? Rehearsal and consistent use of the information. So that's why you have to do a lot of what? Practice. Because the cognitive needs to do what? Practice on several times. We need to do a lot of drills, practice, so it will help them to develop the mental faculty of the student. Okay, people are not what? Programmed animals. So as we are here, none of us are what? Programmed animals or toys. That merely what? Respond to environmental stimuli. Okay, they are not programmers that when it's raining, you don't have the sense to leave the rain, or when the sun is too high, you cannot leave there. You have to be there. So somebody no, we are not like that. Even the animals that they have programmed them, sometimes they also what? Respond to stimuli, and so they move away. When you step on a snake, when you step on an earthworm, you see that they will turn. They respond to stimuli. So people are rational beings that require active participation in order to learn. They are rational beings. Cognitive activities cannot be measured directly. Whatever decision we take in our mind, you can't put it on paper and say that I'm going to calculate the cognitive activity that I've done in my mind. No, but can only be what? Inferred from observing performance. We can only see it when we are observing what? Performance. Okay, so that is that. All right, now let's look at it. Let's look at the key proponents in cognitivism that we are talking about. So in terms of cognitivism, or the cognitive what? Process, we have a proponent who has dealt in that, or they have dealt in that what? Field very well. One of them is Robert Garney and Howard Gardner. We also have Benjamin Bloom. Okay, we have the Robert Garney, Howard Gardner, Benjamin Bloom. We have a lot of them, but let's look at these three. Okay, what are they saying? What are they telling us? When we take it from here, we are saying that we have executive control process. The whole thing is executive control what? Process. What do? We come here, we have the sensory register. So whatever information that is coming from me to you, whatever information that is coming from whoever to you, we have the sensory register. So your sense will take it. Okay, after taking it, what happens? Perception. Are you going to store or you are going to reject it? As we learned in the first slide. Are you going to store or you're going to reject it? That is the perception. And even in processing it, how are you going to process it? When you stored it, then it means that we're going to have a short-term memory, which is working now. After you have registered it on the short-term memory, you must process it and then move it to the long-term memory, where it becomes actively permanent. And at any time you need it, you'll be able to retrieve it. So the information comes sensory register, then the perception, whether you are storing it or you are what, you are throwing it out. Are you going to store it on a short-term memory? When you do this, it's working. How is it going to work for you? So it means that when you store it on short-term memory, you must learn to save it. You must save it. Now, when you are saving it, we are saying that when you save it, then it becomes a long-term memory. A long-term memory. Anytime I need it, I come here because I have stored it on a long-term memory. I have active memories. These active memories, we will have to what? Retrieve whatever information we are looking for from the long-term memory. Then after that, we look at what? Working memory. So here, once you're able to retrieve it, can we use to work? That's what we are looking at. So this is what these cognitive theories or the cognitives are saying. Then when you come down here, we are saying that anytime you are taking information, you are encoding. Anytime you take any information, you are encoding. You are taking the information, we say what? We are encoding. Then when you encode, when it comes here, we have what? Temporary what? Storage. You store it temporary. Then when it moves here, we have permanent what? Storage. And so when you come down here, look at what's happening. We have stimulus, where we have prepared our lesson plan and we have done our exercises, we have done everything. Then we come to psychological process. That is the prior knowledge. The prior knowledge, what knowledge were you having that will help you to link the prior knowledge to the new knowledge? So that is the psychological process. Oh, I have been taught sources of water. So these sources of water, I know we have river, pipe-borne, we have seawater, we have rainwater, and all of that. Then, because you have taught sources of water, the next lesson you are going to use uses of water. You yourself, the source of water you told you, what do you use water to do? You are able to link the situation so that you respond. Okay, when you do your psychological processes with the help of the what? Previous relevant or relevant previous knowledge, you link it to the new one, then you're able to store or respond to the information they are asking you. All right. Now, implications of cognitivism.
Hello, sir.
Yes.
Hello.
Hello, I can hear you.
Please, can you take the second one again?
The second one?
Please, yes.
Is it the psychological process?
Yeah.
Now, you know the stimulus. When you talk about stimulus, it's about how you, the teacher, you have prepared your lesson note, the exercise, and the notes you are going to give it to the children. You know, in all these, when you are going to do this, we are what we call the previous or the relevant or the previous relevant what knowledge. What the children knows already or what they know, you are going to link it to the new idea. Please, I hope you are getting that. And so because you are going to revise their previous knowledge, once you revise it, they are going to use their psychological knowledge. Yes.
Hello, sir.
Hello.
Sir. Hello, sir.
I can hear you.
Hello, sir.
Yes, I speak. I can hear
you.
Hello.
Maybe.
Hello, sir. Your screen is your screen is not being shared.
At your end. Maybe from your end.
Please check from your end, please. Hello.
Please, sir, we are listening to you.
So he should check from his end. Kindly tell him he should check from his end. Please check from your end there. All right.
Yeah,
so the stimulus.
What I'm saying is that your screen is not being shared. We don't see anything from your screen.
Maybe it's from your end, David.
Please check from your end for me, okay?
Okay.
Check from you can go off and rejoin, please. All right, can I move on, please?
Please, yes.
All right. So the stimulus, we have prepared your lesson notes, you have your exercises, you have everything. Now, because you're going to relate the lesson you're going to teach, what you're going to do is that you have to revise their previous knowledge. In revising the previous knowledge, what you taught previously, you must try to go and revise their knowledge before you move on to the new one, because there's a link with what you taught previously and then the current you're coming to teach. So here, when you do the revision, then the children will go to, okay. So when you give them, okay, because of this, so that's why this one is this. So they are going to use their psychological process with the help of the prior knowledge, the knowledge they were having first. Then once they are able to do that, when you give them even a similar, not the same, but a similar problem, they are able to use their psychological process with the help of the prior knowledge to respond to the questions you are giving it to them. Please, are we okay now?
Please, yes. Please, yes.
Please, I want to ask a question.
Ask.
Please, can you go back to the previous slide?
Which previous slide?
This one.
This one.
Yes, please.
This one.
Yes, please.
Okay.
Please, what is the difference between the short-term memory and the temporal storage, the long-term memory, and the permanent storage?
Is that what the difference between the short-term memory and what? Temporal storage?
Yes, please. And long-term memory.
When you check
and the
from the app here.
Okay.
Okay, sorry. When you check from the app here, look at what is happening. From here, it goes this way to the long-term memory. Then it will descend down. You want to retrieve it. So active memory, because you have learned it well, it came to the memory. So you are able to retrieve it. When you retrieve it, then it means that it's working for you. Please, I hope you are getting it.
Okay, yes, please.
Yes, yes.
Then when you come down here, either in the top aspect here, we say sensory register. Whatever I'm giving it to you, you are using your mind to register it. After registering it, then the perception, your mind, what do you decide? This thing grandmaster is teaching or says teaching me, I don't like it, I will not even listen. So it's up to you to either receive it or decide to reject it. That is the perception with you. Are you going to take what I'm saying serious, or the note I'll give it to you? Are you going to read it, or you're going to reject it? That's what we said, the perception. Please, I hope you are getting it.
Yes.
Now, from the perception, if you decide to take it, for now, you are storing it on the short-term memory. Then after storing it, you say, hey, this thing, maybe it will come on. Then let me go over again. Once you go over 1, 2, 3, then it will help you to save it on the long-term memory. So when you save it, it is easy for you to retrieve it at any time that you want it. Because you have saved it permanently on the mind. Then here, if you say sensory register, we can say encoding. The process of taking in information, you are encoding. When we say decoding, you have taken the information and you are now decoding. You are bringing it out. You are trying to whatever you encoded, you are trying to decode it with a key. So when you are encoding, we are saying that here it is on the short-term memory, which is the temporary storage memory. Then from the temporary storage memory, it can go towards permanent storage memory. So it's just like the top one. Please, are you okay?
Yes, please.
So in an exam, instead of you saying sensory register, you can say encoding. Instead of you saying short-term memory, you can say temporary storage. Instead of you saying long-term memory, you say permanent storage. Please, are you okay?
Yes, please.
Sir, please, one question.
Go on.
Sir, this cognitivism structure that we are studying right now.
Yeah.
The proponent of this approach,
Is it that it was made for all the students, that each and every normal student would be able to retrieve information in this manner, or is it peculiar to some students?
You know, when you go to the special schools, even that one, they are special kids, and so they should be able to retrieve up to certain point. But a normal human being, this is what's supposed to go on for every normal human being, according to cognitivism. And research has also proven that when you learn and you learn it well, you're able to retrieve the information anytime you want.
Please, and then the research must be done and done well, especially in Africa, and then to be more specific, Ghana, because we have copious of the students who would, sit down, use the sensory part of the eyes to capture the whole thing. The person is very serious, will try to send the thing into the long memory. Say, Obeya and pick it. Some too would be able to send to the long term. Retrieving too is a problem. So I think that this one is for just some few people they researched on, but to the masses, I don't think it worked that way.
Yeah, I share your grievances, but you see, you made mention of Africa. Our problems are enormous. Our leaders are not helping. We don't have the things to help us to undertake this curriculum. You yourself, this new curriculum, how many days were you trained for it? 3 days, 2 days, 1 week? The teacher who is the final decider. Meanwhile, those who go and implement it and those who go and carve it, they will be under air condition. They give them fat monies and big good food. The teacher, the final implementer, will not be taken care of well. And so that is it, bro. But if we are able to get everything, implement everything, we have everything in place, Masa, the learning will go on like that. Because the blacks, we can learn. We can do well in our learning. Yes. So please, are you getting me?
Oh, sir, at this point, yes, I'm trying to get you. So you are trying to say that it's because we don't have the proper facilities to facilitate teaching and learning. That is why we are not able to retrieve information. What you are saying.
Exactly. Now, please, have you been to any of the special school before? I attended PTC, Presbyterian College of Education, Ekropon. And we have the blind and we have those people at Mampong and Ekropon as well. Masa, those people are very brilliant. I'm telling you. In PTC, we were living with the blinds. And I was having a blind friend. Why did I do that? That was when a lot of small time light out. And because they use braille. So I pick one of them as my friend. Any move they make, they count. So sometimes they will tell you, pick me to the dining hall. The first day George came to the place, he said, Ken, please help me to the dining hall. We went. He said, Ken, I'm going back. I brought him. He said, let's go back. 4 times. Then when we're going to say I should leave him, the guy moved. I was following him to the place where he sits. And I said, George, how did you do that? So, Ken, the truth is that we count our steps. That's why when we are working and you are talking, I don't mind you. I don't contribute, because if you do that, you disturb me. I'll miss my calculation. Once I miss my calculation, something will happen to me. The guy will move and go and sit at where he's supposed to sit at the dining hall. So during light out, I'll just go there. Then they will be reading. We will be doing discussion. They will be reading with their fingers on the braille. So that is it. If we have the facilities, my brother, we can do marvelously well. But because we don't have the facilities, that's how come all these things are happening. I hope you are getting it.
Oh, yes, please.
All right. Now, Mr. Dina Abisa or something, please, let's hear you.
Dana, please, you said the sensory register is encoding and the decoding is the retriever signal. Retrieving is decoding.
You said retrieving is?
Please, you said the sensory register is encoding. And
yes.
Retrieving is decoding. Or
retrieving is not.
Please, which one is the decoding?
You see, I'm saying that. Hello.
Hello, sir.
Yeah, I'm saying that when you are receiving the information, we say encoding. Are you getting it? Are you getting it? You know, when someone is decoding a phone or something, it doesn't mean that the person is bringing the thing from the mind. Please, I hope you are getting it. We have certain tools that help you to decode information. So, for instance, mommy, let's say you have a nice daughter. I'm a stubborn boy. Then I want to date your daughter. We are in the same class. So if I say I love you, you, the mommy, you know that I have sent your daughter I love you, which is ILOVE. Are you getting it? I love you. Then you is YUO. In this case, I can decide to send these words to these figures to your daughter. 1 is I. Okay, love is 4. 3 is you. When I send this information to your daughter, you say, oh, somebody, Adwa, come and look at somebody saying some normal, stupid number. I don't understand it. But your daughter, I've already told her that look, if I send you the thing in words, your mother will see and you will disturb us. So now when we will talk in numbers. Please, I hope you are getting it. It means that I have given you a key to decode the information. So as soon as it comes, you don't struggle. Hello. Hello.
Hello.
Please, are we on the same page?
Yes.
Yeah. All right. So, Madam, please, Madam Dana, please, are you okay?
Okay.
But please,
So
the
how do we
network is
coding? What about the
fluctuating.
decoding?
I can't hear everything.
You can't hear anything. Hello.
Yeah, in fact, at a point it breaks so frequently, so I don't get the whole scenario you are creating here.
Our network is good, though. Like, so our network is good. So like, if the network is not working well, probably it's your area.
Yes. So, Madam, please, can you change your position a bit? If you can move to a different direction, and let's see.
Probably you can even restart the phone or device or something.
Okay. So, Madam, where didn't you get it right?
Okay, sir.
Yes.
So, sir, in conclusion to what you are saying, encoding means the situation whereby the data is being sent through, stimulus, either your eyes, any part of the body that is being sent into the brain, right? If I'm right.
Thank you. Thank
And
you,
then
sir.
the decoding aspect is whereby you would be able to understand the encoded message. And then you
Yes,
would
sir.
be able to understand the encoded message, whereby you have retrieved it in from the long-term memory, and then you are using it in the normal daily activities, if I'm right.
That is it.
Okay. Like the scenario that you made, that seeing the 143 means I love you.
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Me bad pa me boy, not me bad oh.
Please,
Yes, sir.
the encoding, is it the same as the encryption and decryption and decoding? Are they the
Yes,
same?
so we have encryption and we have decryption. Yes. So encryption means that I have covered the thing, okay, with a kind of something that nobody understands unless it gets to you. Before it gets to you, I will give you a key to decrypt it. Please, are you getting it?
Yes, please.
So that's what it means.
So they are the same with the encoding and decoding.
Yes, please.
Okay, thank you.
Yes, sir. Mr. Salom.
Yeah, yes, sir. I just wanted to corroborate with Jackson, right?
Okay.
Concerning the decoding and the encoding, right? So if I understood it very well, encoding is just telling us to how we receive the message.
Yeah.
And just the decoding is how we understand the message and how we apply the message.
Thank you,
basically.
Sir.
Yeah.
Thank you, sir. I'm boss.
Okay, thank you very much for siding with me, my brother.
Yes, Mr. Dana, your hand is still up, eh?
Oh, sir, sorry, the old one.
All right, don't worry. All right, please, can I move on?
Yes, sir.
Yes, please. Yes, please.
Okay. All right. So now we are moving on to the implication of cognitivism on teaching and learning. Let's look at the implication, the effects cognitivism is having on our teaching and learning. The cognitive, what effect is it having? So here we are looking at a careful planning of lessons. We are using our mind. Hey, I'm going to teach sources of water. Well, where do I get these sources from? Okay, actually, let me get river. Let me get well. Let me get pipe-borne water. Let me get rainwater. Let me get what? Maybe the sea water. So you are using your mind to plan the lesson effectively so that when you are delivering, no problem will come. So careful planning of lessons. Variety of internal and external conditions. So we have different things that you have to bring together. Internal ones and external ones. The internal ones, we are looking at what? Attention, motivation, and recall. So we are going to use our attention on whatever we are learning. We have to motivate the kids. If you get it, I'll give you toffee, I'll give you biscuit, I'll give you 5 CDs. Then we also, after we have done all these motivation, the children have gotten the attention, we have motivated them, they've gotten it. We must help them to recall what they have learned. Then in terms of what external, we are looking at timing and place. The time you are teaching the lesson and the place you are teaching it. Will it help the learners to get it? For instance, as we are learning now, if somebody has a problem and he's at a funeral or church or wherever, do you think the person will pay attention? The person cannot pay attention. So the place and the timing is also what part of it in terms of cognitivism. Then instructional methods should appeal to different intelligences. The instructional method, it should what? Appeal to different intelligences. So the intelligence, we have what we call what? The kinesthetic, we have what? The auditory, we have what? The sight and all those things. Then we also have variety of assessment methods. So I cannot only use homework, exercise to evaluate my student. I can also do what we call formative or learning as what? Assessment. All those things. We can use those things. We are able to create instructional plans based on state what? Standards. Learning objectives and learning what? Theories. So we need to create all these things to help us get to our destination. We have paying attention. When we are teaching, what do we have to do? We need to pay attention because we are working on your cognitive. If you try to joke and have divided attention, you will not get anything at the end of the lesson. We have recall of what? Proud what? Learning. That is the previous what? Knowledge. You need to what? Revise it so that you now link the new one to it. That is the implication of teaching and learning on cognitivism. Now, let's move on to constructivism. Construct. The word is coming from construct. What are we constructing? And so constructivism views learning as a process in which what the learner construct knowledge based on their what? Past experiences. So because of what you taught the learner, he gets out there and he sees or she sees a different thing, he's able to what? Make a meaning out of what he learned and then try to deduce something from the new what task that has been given. So the learner constructs its own what? Knowledge for himself or herself. Here it puts the learner at the center of the what? Education. So here that's why how come these days we say teachers are only facilitators. We are going by what? Constructivism. The learner must place at the central point of the learning process, not the teacher. Those are where we see teachers as what? All knowing. No, now we learn from you, you also learn from us. We share ideas. It's a business. Now, with the constructivism, because you are constructing the idea for your own self, You have to learn by doing the thing. So teachers are going to use what? Scaffolding. When you talk about scaffolding, it's more or less a board that helps you to flip from one point to the other. And so because you have to learn by doing it, the teachers are going to guide you. They scaffold you. They help you to stand on certain things to get on something, which is what? Questions, clues, or suggestions that help students link prior knowledge to the new knowledge. So we are going to scaffold because the learner must learn it or must know it through what doing it. So the scaffolding here, we're talking about how you can give the child or the learner a helping hand through the questions you want to get the person or the learner to get the answer. You go through questions, you use clues. Okay, oh, this thing is like when you go this way, maybe you are guiding them, you suggest to them so that they will be able to what? Arrive at the new concept, at the new knowledge through the solving of what? The new task you have given. The teacher only acts as a facilitator who encourages students to explore within a given framework. And so you will give a project to work to the children in the class. You said, I'm giving you 20 minutes. Then you move around. You are facilitating the work. You go, oh, this one, do it this way. Oh, okay, this one, come this way. Oh, why do you think you have done it? Oh, sir, please, will you look at it? Oh, okay, yours too is nice. You are facilitating, you are guiding them. So the students will participate in learning process. When you do this, they are learning, okay, through the process. The other students will also collaborate with others to organize their ideas and learn from each other. When we do that, or when they do that, they are constructing their own knowledge, and that is the best. Now, who is the key proponent in constructivism? You know our brother, Piaget, Jean Piaget. Jean Piaget is one of the proponents. We have Lev Vygotsky, another proponent there. We have John Dewey and Jerome Bruner. We have others, but these are the some of the proponents we can talk about. Jean Piaget, Lev Vygotsky, John Dewey, and Jerome Bruner. Okay, they came out with all these things. You said the student will learn by doing the thing, and you, the teacher, you must help them, carry them on your wings, and guide them so that they get to their destination. So that is what they are saying. Now, what implication is it having on our study? So, implication of constructivism on teaching and learning. What are they looking out for from teachers? Teachers use scaffolding. They are breaking up learning into chunks and then providing a tool with information. So with the teachers, the task is so big, what we can do is to scaffold it. We break them into pieces, just as our objective states. Teachers use schemata, okay, an organized way of providing a cognitive framework for understanding and remembering information. So when we use the schema or the schemata, we are looking at how the framework works, how the student will understand and how they will remember the information. And so you see, first 20 elements, some of the students find it difficult in integrated science to remember hydrogen, helium, lithium. They can't do that. So somebody will say, okay, then I'll go by hello, listen, BBC, now operating foreign news, no more doing so. All this that he's saying, he knows what is there. So that's a kind of framework somebody would develop to help someone to be remembering what he's learning. All right, teachers use anchored instruction. A model for, yes.
Please, can you kindly throw more light on teachers using scaffolding? It seems I'm not getting that part where what do we really mean if a teacher is using scaffolding?
So when we are using scaffolding, we are helping the children to understand the concept. It could happen that the concept is so huge, too big for the children to understand. And so here you are breaking them into chunks. You break them into what? Smaller pieces, or you break them into what? Pieces. Then you take them one after the other, one step to the other, so that you guide the children to understand the concept in bits. So I hope you are getting it. Now,
Okay,
when
so
you are doing that, the scaffolding, when you are doing that, you don't want to give the child the real answer, but you are guiding the child. You are guiding the child. Do it this way. Or I think you try this one and see. So that try and error thing. So as you are guiding the child now gradually get closer to the answer, and finally the child gets there. Please, are you with me?
so the last part of your it was broken a little. Hello,
what I'm
there.
saying is that you are guiding the child. Yeah, hello.
So, sir, you said
Can
that
you hear me?
scaffolding. So you said that scaffolding is breaking the thing into chunks so that you'll be able to teach.
Yes.
If I heard you right.
Yes, please. Yes,
okay.
Please.
But sir, what you are saying is
go on, please. Hello.
Network issue.
You see also. Hello. He's not back.
Hello, sir.
Yes.
The scaffolding that he was asking about. Now, when you look at the previous slide, now the scaffolding was talking about clues that is given to students in order to build upon the prior knowledge they have in order to acquire the new one. So, and here too is also asking, here too it is also talking about you breaking the lesson into chunk. I think that is where it's getting us confused.
It's getting you confused, eh?
Yes, please. Because when you move back to the
when I talk about
hello, say I am back. Can you hear me?
Yeah, I'm listening to you.
So, sir, what you are saying is a little bit contradictory to what we were taught in our College of Education, in the sense that in the College of Education they taught us differentiation and scaffolding, and then the scaffolding was explained to be, using various methods or various pedagogy so that you'll be able to teach the students to their understanding. So it can be any method. Either you are breaking it to chunk, either you are using a visual form of teaching. But here it seems that you are narrowing the whole thing, that if you break the thing into chunks, it's whereby you are applying scaffolding. But in the College of Education, we're taught that any method that would gear towards the understanding of the learner is referred to scaffolding. So here it seems there's a little bit of contradictory here. If you could at least set the
all right.
part right.
Hold on. Jackson. If I say you are breaking lessons into chunks, if you break them, are you going to use only one method to teach it? Hello? Hello?
Sir?
You said in the College of Education, you learned that the scaffolding is breaking the thing into smaller pieces and using any other method to teach it, right?
Yes, please.
Now, I also said that you are breaking the lesson into what? Chunks, into smaller pieces, and so that you will be able to help the child to understand it. In helping the child to understand, what do? You are using a method to teach it.
But what I'm saying is that breaking the thing into chunks is just a method. It's just one method. If I am teaching and the students are finding it difficult to comprehend, and then I make sure that, okay, I will apply a form of scaffolding here by breaking it to chunks. It's just one form of scaffolding. But here, breaking it into chunks has
you are getting it wrong.
What you are saying, you are getting it wrong.
Yes,
Okay,
yes, yes.
You are getting it well.
Yes.
The thing is, when you break it into chunks, small pieces, you will use different methods to teach each chunk that you break. What you getting a ube use method, different method. Maybe a demonstration, a lecture method, activity method. Into ube chichemu based on how I'll bet chichemu no. Now method I'll bet then ube use.
My brother, please, are you getting him?
Yes, please. I'm trying to get it. So after breaking it into chunks, whereby and then after that, you are going to choose the method that is going to be fit. If I'm right.
Yes, we are going
The
to apply
method,
all the methods that will help you to make sure that you deliver the lesson correctly for them to understand. You get it? Hello? Hello?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Are you getting me, please?
Oh, yes, please. I'm getting you, sir.
So you break it into smaller, pieces. Then you use all other methods to teach it, so that you just enhance the understanding of the learners. I hope you are getting me now. All right.
Okay, thank you, sir.
I think Mr. What? Is it Mark or something? Let's hear you, please.
Say, I don't know that the little take on, I don't know how true this one might be. The example I can give is that when we look at scaffolding, the normal scaffolding that we have, we climb on the ladder, like it's like a stairs. Okay, in increasing measure, but it's in bits and pieces. Okay, so one step is supposed to provide a help for the kid. It's like taking it step by step towards a particular higher goal. So scaffold, that's breaking up learning into chunks. That's a little understanding that, like looking at the scaffolding, how do you call it, tool that we climb on. It kind of gives you that bit of steps to reach a bigger how do you call it, target, or achieve a particular, how do you call it, objective. Yeah, but then you don't jump from the scaffolding from one and then go to the highest of it. You take it from step one to step two. So it depends on the kind of methodologies and whatever. The only thing is that you break the lessons or whatever into bits and pieces in a chunk form. Then the kids climb it bit by bit in that order. A support to the kids to climb to a bigger objective. That's a little take of it.
Thank you. Madam Essentia. Madam Essentia. Hello.
Hello.
Yes,
Yes,
madam.
please, it's well explained. I'm okay. But I wanted to ask, what's the difference between task analysis and scaffolding? Seems it's the same thing.
Task analysis.
Yes. And scaffolding.
Hello.
Yes, please.
So when we say task analysis, you have been given a problem to deal with it, okay? You are going to sit down and analyze which one should I tackle first? Which one should I solve? How do I do it? So you are analyze all these things and try to jot some points down to see how do I solve this. In the course of doing that, it will guide you to solve the problem. Okay. So in that same case, look at the scaffolding. You have the problem there. You are trying to teach it to the children and they are not getting it. So you are using the scaffolding. It's just like what you have to analyze and say, okay, this method didn't go. Okay, let me use this method. Okay, let me use another method. Please. So in all, it's as if it's a similar thing. Please, are you getting it?
Yes, please. Thank you.
You're welcome. Please, can I continue?
Yes.
Yes, please.
All right. So
please, your time is going.
All right. So now, after our teachers using anchored instruction, model of technology, and all of that, we talk about all these things being what the implication of constructivism, what teaching and learning. And we are at the end. We are looking at how we can solve problem within a problem-solving learning context. So it's all about teachers use anchored instruction. So here we are looking at a model of what technology-based learning, which we will have to stress on learning within a problem-solving learning context. And so you want to teach the child eye-hand coordination. The eye-hand coordination, the child, hey, what a big term. Eye-hand coordination, what's the meaning? So it's all about how you can type on the keyboard without looking on the keyboard. And so normally there are certain games that you have to introduce the child to. Chicken invaders. With the chicken invaders, the child cannot go and look for the keys and be pressing. They will the chicken that has invaded the place will take over the place. So you just have to use the control key and you'll be shooting like that. The child's eye will be on the screen while the hand is working. You get it? So all these things, you are doing all these things to achieve a certain goal. I hope you are getting me, please. Now, teachers should provide lessons that students can practice or doing, or where they can work with others. And so here we normally give project work. We give a topic to the people, we ask them to go and research on and come and present. That is that. Okay, so students must do the thing. Once they do it, they create the knowledge by themselves. Students actively participate in the learning process by using critical thinking skills to analyze the problem. When a problem is given to you, you must critically analyze it to see how best you can solve the problem. So here, the student can use technology to solve it. The student can use other means. If you give a problem to the person can go home and use the internet, which is technology, to solve it, or he can go and follow on any book to solve the problem. So the student will create or construct through either technology or manually. So students can use technology easily under this theory. So with the constructivism, because the student must learn by doing, the student will be able to use technology easily without having any problem. All right. Now, curriculum base. Let's look at their curriculum base. Their curriculum based on projects that foster high level and lower level skills at the same time. So the constructivism look at the high level and low level skills at the same time. Learning goals stated in terms of growth from where students began, work independently and with groups. That's their learning goals. Types of activities. What activities should they use? Group projects, hand-on exploration, product development. So you put them into groups and they do certain projects. You also give them some kind of a hand-on exploration, handiwork, project work, construct this and bring it for me to see. And then at the end, they will try to produce a product or develop a product. Then how do we assess them? How do we assess them? According to cognitivism, the assessment must be performance, test and product. So you can use portfolios, quality measured by rubrics and checklists, measures many different or differ among students. So here we are looking at portfolios. The portfolio, what we do, you can give a topic to the children, then you ask them to go for a file. They should try and download and print any material that talks about the topic. They keep it in the file. That's the portfolio. So that you can take that file, their portfolio, look at how they have done the thing, whatever they have written, they file it and everything, you give them marks. So portfolio is one thing that you can introduce your learners to. Then rubrics, you give them the rubrics to a problem, how they should go about it. There's also a checklist. The checklist, you give it to them. When you call for whatever you are giving it to them to do, you go through the checklist to see whether they are able to meet everything that you give it to them. So all these are the assessment patterns for constructivism. All right. Now we have what we call connectionism. Connection. which deals with what association with theory. Connectionism theory is based on the principle of active learning and is the result of the work of the what American psychologist Edward Thorndike. This work led to Thorndike's what laws. So Thorndike came out with certain laws through his principle and his what connection and all the kind of what research that he made. Now, according to him, these are the laws that we have to go by. Learning is achieved when an individual is able to form association between a particular stimulus and what response. So a particular stimulus and response. So whatever I call, you can respond to it. Whatever kind of lesson I have prepared, the exercise, when I give exercise, you should be able to what, respond to it. The three main laws are the law of readiness. The lesson is coming to begin or is coming to begin. In the lesson, are you ready? So law of readiness. The law of exercise. So the exercise that you have been given, how do you do that? Then the law of effect. After doing all these things, what is the effect of the exercise I give it to you? Were you able to score and all of that? Here, I am limiting it to our classroom because we are teachers. And so we have to look at these things. So we have law of readiness, the law of exercise, and the law of what? Effect. That is what Edward Thorndike is saying concerning his three laws. All right. Now, the proponent of connectionism or association theory, Edward Thorndike was what? A psychologist who first proposed that connectionism is a key to learning. Whatever you are learning, you must connect, you must relate. So Thorndike, who was popular in the first half of the 20th century, was what? The first educational psychologist. The first half of 20th century. He was what? A renowned educational psychologist. That is, he was the first person to bring together what psychologists had studied about how the human mind works and what educators knew about how to teach. So he brought these things, our minds, how it works, then how we should teach the children. We should know it so that we don't go and like what I'm doing this level, I'll go and give it to JHS student or primary student. No. Connectionism was Thorndike's main philosophy. He said that learning is about responding to stimuli. Responding to stimuli. Now, according to the theory, learning is the outcome of a relationship between what? Stimuli and response. So once I am learning, what I need to get is through the what? The stimuli and my responses. So the stimuli is me, the teacher, whatever I'm giving it to you, at the end of the semester, I will take your response. Now, these relations become what? Habits, and may be strengthened or weakened depending on the nature and the frequency of what? Stimuli and response themselves. So we are saying that what? The relationship of what? Stimuli and response can become what? Or have certain habits. It can be what? Strong, or we can strengthen it, or it can be weakened through certain what? Things. How frequency we use it. So that's what we are saying, or that's what Thorndike is saying. That when we frequently use a thing, then the bond is becoming what? Strong. Without it, there is no way that what we can get the things done. So that is that. We must always relate. We must. Now, this connection between stimulus and response is what we called stimulus-response bond, or an SR bond. That's the stimuli and response bond. The stronger the SR bond, the better a person has learned the lesson. So when the stimuli is well taught, your lesson has been taught well, the children will be able to respond well. Then it means that there is a strong bond between the stimuli and then the response, because the person will be able to come out with certain answers to certain problems. So that is that. Law of effect or try and error. Connections are strengthened if the consequence or the effect is positive. So the consequence or the effect, if it's positive, then connection is being strengthened. So in short, what do we do? Behavior or learning will take place or be repeated if the result of such action is pleasant. So when the action is pleasant, then the action or the behavior is going to be repeated. Please, someone is giving us a feedback, please. Then the behavior is going to be what? Repeated. So we need to get that. For example, if a student would want to study more, if they know that when they study more, what do? You, the teacher, you'll be giving a reward. Then every time you give them the work, they will be able to, they want to do more. But when they get a higher grade, they know that you're going to give them a present. So it means that this particular point, we are looking at what? How strengthened the bond has been. So the bond becomes very strong when there is a positive outcome. So we are talking about what? Strengthening the S and R bond. Now, in other words, if the result is negative outcome, then S and R bond is weakened. It's weakened. It means that you have not taught the lesson well to the kids, and so they were not able to respond well. And so that is what we can say and relate. Now, law of exercise. They say practice makes perfect. What does that mean? It means that because you have taught the lesson well and you have asked the children to learn how to do it and you are practicing it and you are repeating it, then they become so well endowed with whatever concept you are giving it to them. So in that case, the connection is strengthened or the connection becomes very strong. Now, there's a law which states that in learning, the more frequently a stimulus and response are associated with one another, the more likely what a particular response will also follow the stimulus. So when you try to associate certain stimulus to a response and you're able to do it well, then the student will be able to what? Also respond well. If the teacher after teaching you teaches well, the student will be able to respond well. Now the law implies that, what's the law saying? What it's saying is that one learn by doing and one cannot what? Learn a skill. For instance, by watching others, it is necessary to what? Practice the skill, because they are doing so, or by doing so, the bond between stimulus and response is strengthened. So what you are doing is that you are doing something, I'm watching you, I'm observing you, I also practice it, you do, I practice, then the bond becomes so strong that I will not get or have any problem with it, because I've been able to practice well and things are in their right direction. So it means that when you have a proper mindset, the key word in this law will tell you that yes, because you have prepared, the readiness was there, you were ready for the lesson, or you are ready for whatever task they are going to give it to you, the individual's response to this stimuli will be stronger. And if an individual is not ready or ready to what? Respond, but they made it to respond, okay, it becomes frustrating. And no, someone want to ask, please, a minute. Yeah, Mr. Hassan.
Yes, sir. Sir, please, another word for stimuli is what?
Another word for stimuli. Hello?
Yes, sir. Another word for stimuli.
So another word for stimuli, I can say in a simple term, we have what? Call. Are you getting it?
Yeah.
Yes.
I was thinking of action.
So your actions and what you call for, are you getting it? Will cause someone to respond it either positive or negatively. So your actions and inactions or whatever thing that you want to do, that is what we can deduce here. Yes, sir. Mr. Salom.
Or feelings, right? I don't know if it falls into that.
Stimulus feelings is you are teaching the children. And so let's limit ourselves to that. We are teaching the children. And so whatever thing that you have prepared, you want to give it to them. It has been enshrined there. You are just going to use certain steps to let the children get it. And so you are not going to teach the children your feelings. Please, are you getting me?
Hello.
Hello.
Yes, sir.
So it's not our feelings, but rather our actions. Our action based on what? The lesson, because you are going to use your methods, and the methods come with some kind of action that what you bring out. I don't know whether I'm making sense here, please. Hello. Hello.
Can we also use the word trigger?
You can also use trigger. Yes. You can also use the word trigger.
Or motivated.
Motivated, stimulus.
Motivated, like a motivator. It motivates you to, and it triggers the response.
Yes.
Once
So when you
the response will come.
Yes, once you motivate someone, then because you have taught the lesson and then you have taught it well, the child responses will tell you, oh yes, they have understood it. Okay, then you're going to give a similar kind of a problem. Then you say that the person who will get this will get that. So because you are motivating them, then it will trigger the response. Please, are you getting it? Hello?
Yes.
Mr. Kojo, listen. This is incentive. All right. So let's move on. Now we have what we call empiricism or the rationalism. Please, in the exam, sometimes they ask questions on these theories. So, well, empiricism and rationalism. In philosophy, empiricism is a theory that states that knowledge comes only or primarily from what? The sensory experiences. So they are saying that for you to get knowledge, you get it through your what? The experiences that what you have gone through. Okay, so this one is also based on what? Epistemology. So along with rationalism and what? Skepticism. So they are of the view that for one to get knowledge, you can acquire it through an experience. For instance, water poured on your tile. You've tiled your room, water poured there. Hey, Papa, come and clean it. Oh, my daughter, come in. Your daughter failed to clean it. You were going and then you fell. Kum. Now you have deduced from the big picture that, hey, anytime water spills on the tiles, it becomes slippery. If you're not careful, you fall down. So anytime water is on the tile, you make sure they clean it. It's based on the experience that you have gotten. You're a driver. You get to a Shama roundabout. Two people, one will come to your side. Your phone is on the windscreen, that dashboard there. Then one will hit the top of your car at your side. They bang. Before you turn your eyes and you turn this way, your phone is gone. There are two. So one will cause you, then the other one will pick the phone. Just as the mosquitoes. When a mosquito is coming to take your blood, the anopheles mosquito, they are two. The male will come and be making noise on your ear. To what? To gain your attention. So before you decide to suck it or whatever, the female has taken the blood and is gone. So sometimes you see that the mosquito is disturbing you on your ears, but you feel as if something is pinning you by your leg. When you hit it, you see black. You kill the mosquito. So that is it. So the experience that one gets will help you to what? Get the knowledge or develop the knowledge. Empiricism emphasizes the role of what? Empirical evidence in the formation of ideas rather than innate ideas or traditions. So for them, they don't base their hopes on traditions. They want to get the evidence. So here, we don't go to the forest on Thursdays or Fridays. Oh, these old traditions, you throw it on me, for me, I'll go. You get there, and the dwarfs will not let you come home for 3 days. Hello.
We can't hear you again, sir.
I think it's network.
All right.
His network.
Yeah, the network.
He's back.
Okay. All right. Let's move on. So, in terms of history, empiricism was associated with what? The blank slate. That blank slate concept. You have heard tabula rasa, tabula rasa. The tabula rasa, they are of the view that when you give birth to a child, the mind is just a white sheet of paper. There is no ink on it. And so anytime you want to put something, you are just like a creator. You have to put the things on the mind. But that is not it. If you take the tabula rasa coming from the empiricism or the rationalism and you compare it to the constructivism, you realize that constructivism, they are of the view that construct the environment, and then the learning what will take place. Now, if you like, you can give A4 sheet, a pencil, or a pen with a baby that is about 3 months, or let's say 4 months old, or let's say you 1 year. That child knows that no, the pen is used to write. So you see that the baby will start to be making or scribbling on the paper. So it means that you, the teacher, you have constructed the environment and learning will take place. The rationalist or the empiricism saying that the child mind is empty. So once it's empty, it's the teachers who
He's gone again.
It seems he has got a goal.
Then we have the rationalism. Rationalism. They are, or this philosophy, what do they also stand for? The rationalism stands for what? They are looking at the knowledge that comes from what? Logic and certain kind of what? Intuition. Your intuition. Everybody has one. Sometimes you'll be there, you'll be doing something as if somebody has mentioned your name. Or maybe you are going to do something, say, don't go. No, don't go. Everybody has this. Do you remember a day that someone gave you a ride by a motorbike? So, Charlie, don't climb. Don't. Somebody says, oh, go. Don't go. If you don't listen to yourself, they say, don't go. If you go, something will happen to you. That is the intuitive what? Mind or our intuition. It helps us to think logically. Then it also helps us to decide on certain things. Okay, so you deduce something from a bigger problem through your what? Intuitive what? Mind, because of the experience that you have had. And so when the problem comes, look at it, Charlie, listen, the last time I did it, it happened this way. So don't let me go there again. So intuitively, something is guiding you to be what? Very conscious of yourself. Once something happens and you are conscious of yourself, you don't try to go and do anything that will give you a problem. So rationalists hold that the best way to arrive at a certain knowledge is using the mind. Okay, the mind's rational ability. So sometimes someone will do something, your mate will say, are you a rational being at all? Because you see that the person is out of order. All what the person is doing is out of order. So the opposite of what rationalism or rationalism is empiricism. They say that you get knowledge through what? Experience. Rationalism also says that through what? Intuitive. Your consciousness, what? Mind will let you get what? The knowledge. Or they view that knowledge comes from what? Observing the outside what? World. Okay. So you observe the outside world, then you get what? Your knowledge. Jason.
Sir. Hello, sir.
Yeah, I'm listening.
So, sir, so please, from this rationalism and then this imperialism, it's kind of like it seems to me that those who behave irrationally, it's not like they are fools.
No.
Just that they just want to experience. And so
yes.
And so when people say you are behaving irrationally and it seems like an insult, I don't think that is an appropriate thing. Like, are you an irrational being at all? From today, I'm beginning to understand that it's not supposed to be like that, because if someone is being irrational, that means the person is an imperialist. The person is just trying to experience.
Okay, that is it. But
that is what I'm just trying to
yes, well taken. But let's see, maybe a place where we have a urinal, the person decides to go and stand by a school building and start urinating there. Meanwhile, there's a urinal there. Please, are you getting?
Thank you.
Are you getting? So definitely, hey, we are correct. And now, say, what do you need? So please, that is that.
Okay, sir. Thank you.
Thank you. Now, what's the role of the teacher in the rationalism? The role of the teacher falls broadly into what? 6 categories. You have the information provider, the role model, the resource developer, the facilitator, the assessor, the planner. So you, the teacher, they are seeing you to be the information provider. You provide information. You're a role model. The children will look up to you to do whatever you want to do. You are a resource developer. You are a facilitator. You are the assessor. You assess them. You are what? A planner. You plan their lessons. And so these are the things that the teachers would do under the rationalism. Now, teaching approach, how do they teach? They use didactic approach. When I say didactic approach, what do I mean? This was the early days where they were using this method. So we were using what? Lecture method. So at this level, we are using what? The lecture method. So this is the didactic approach. And we are going by what? Rationalist. Okay. So the rationalism, they go by the what? Didactic approach, where we use lecture method to teach. They also have what we call expository approach. So it is a teacher-centered approach. The teacher gives facts. So it's only the teacher who knows everything. Then empiricist, emphasis on the need to acquire scientific knowledge through what? Observations. Heuristic approach, inquiry and discovery what? Approach. All these things is the approaches that the rationalist says that what they should use in handling the subject. Okay, so we have come so soon to Unit 1, Section 2. Here we are looking at what? Effective teaching. When we say effective teaching, what do we mean? Of time, so maybe I might speed up small. Effective teaching. Effective teaching can be defined as what? Behavior, which is the warmth, the clarity, which a teacher or teacher's knowledge what helps in it. So for subject matter, of students, teacher beliefs, and so forth and so on. So here we are saying that effective teaching can be defined in many ways, including what teacher's behavior, you the teacher, your behavior, the warmth, how do you receive the kids? Do you do them, hey, do whatever? Clarity, are you able to give clear information to the teachers? Then teacher knowledge, your knowledge on the subject matter. Are you able to explain things for the student to understand well? Then your belief and so forth. So because I'm an atheist, so if I'm an atheist, I don't trust God and what else. So when I go to class, hey, there's no God. Don't say God here. There's this, that. No. Your beliefs must conform to the curriculum. You don't go because you're a Muslim, you don't go and be teaching about only Muslim. When you get to Christians, you try to teach it and tilt it. If it gets to traditionalists, then you tilt it. No. When it gets to Muslim, you must behave as a Muslim. When it gets to the Christianity, you must behave as a Christianity. When it comes to the traditional, you must even offer libation. So the children will know that, the teacher, for this teacher, is all round. You don't take side. If as what the ability to improve student achievement. If you're saying you are teaching, you are doing effective teaching, what do we do? At the end, what you have to improve student performance, or you have helped the student to achieve what. So Vogt 1984 effective teaching was the ability to provide instruction to different students of different abilities, while incorporating instructional objectives and assessing the effective learning mode of the student. And so here we are saying that, how do you do this? We have different categories of students in your class. How do you meet all of them, their challenges? You don't say that, once some 30 people have understood that I'm good to go. Then no. Effective teachers strive to motivate and engage all the in learning. So if you're an effective teacher, you find all means to let your students understand and achieve whatever you want them to get. So in a simple term, when we say teaching, what is teaching? So here we say that it can be defined as what? An engagement with learners to enable the understanding and application of knowledge, concepts, and processes. So teaching, as we say, you can define as what? An engagement between the teacher and the learner, where the student understanding is enhanced, application of their knowledge must be also helped to reach out to that level. Then the concept and the processes must also meet them, or must be able to meet the level with which they are expecting you to tell them there. This content reflection, delivery, assessment, and reflection. What are you designing? You are designing your lesson notes. You are selecting certain content to help you to write your lesson notes so you'll be able to deliver. In the delivery aspect, you have designed it. You have selected certain materials. Now you're going to deliver it. Then the assessment, how do you assess them to make sure that the thing that you taught, they understand or they understood it? And then after that, you reflect. You, the teacher, go and sit down and reflect back. Hey, today, the responses from my class, I wasn't happy. The children didn't understand it well. So that next time, when you do all these reflections and you come back, you not go this. Now, teaching as definition regards to this lesson, or this is the engaging students in activities that will enable them to acquire the knowledge, skills, as well as values and attributes. You, the teacher, are helping the children to acquire their knowledge, the skills, then the work that was there.
The line is breaking.
Hello.
Hello, sir.
Hello.
Hello. So your network is not helping.
Yes, please. Your network is breaking.
All right. Okay. Hello.
Hello, it's okay
Wow.
for my
Hello.
Hello, sir. Please, it's okay.
Please, is it okay?
It's okay now.
Hello. I think it's okay.
It's okay, eh?
Yes, please. Yes.
All right.
Yes,
Okay.
All right. So we'll talk about all these things. You are helping the children to acquire all this knowledge so that we will help them to be able to fit into the society. All this teaching we are doing, we shouldn't forget that the society is giving something. We will also finish and go back to the society and give it back to the society. So we are dealing with these things. We have to be very, very careful. Now, information on teacher effectiveness is drawn from what was termed what? Process. You have process product research in the 1970s and 1980s. Example, Brophy and what? Good, 1986. Stalin and Cass, 1974. As a key aspect of effective teaching, teachers' what? Instructional skills and practices have been considered in relation to students' what? Achievement in mathematics, science, and reading comprehension. And so we are saying that based on the research of these people I have mentioned their name, they are saying that teachers' effectiveness throw more light or help the student to achieve greater heights in mathematics, science, and what? Reading comprehension. Characteristics of effective teaching. What shows that you are taught well? Look at the characteristics. What shows that you are taught well? Please, let's start. Please check and mute yourself. Now, one, begin class with promptly and in a well-organized way. The class, you must begin class with promptly and what? A well-organized way. You go to the classroom, I'm teaching. Then you start, you are teaching. No, this is not organized. Students should be prepared so that you now teach them. All
Hello, sir.
our students.
Please, your line is breaking. I don't know whether it's only on my side, but
wow. Please, can you hear me?
The line.
Yes, please. It is clear now.
It's clear now.
Oh, sorry, the network is so bad. Sorry. So can I?
So.
Hello.
Is it?
Sir, please.
Your network is so. It's not.
Okay, let me tell the thing and see. Please, is it okay?
It's okay now. Yeah.
Is it okay? All
Yes,
right.
sir. Yes, sir.
So here we are saying that the teacher must motivate and engage the children in their learning process. Treat students with respect and caring. You cannot just come and just be insulting. Hey, Jimmy, those kind of words. It puts the student off. And you see, as you insult them, they also insult you, but not in your presence. They will insult you behind you. And so when you don't respect them, you see, it's only teachers that cane their customers. The students are our customers. Without them, we don't have any work to do. And so we must treat them with respect. We must give them.
Did you say that without the students you wouldn't have work to do?
Without a student, what would you have done? But you are a teacher.
Yes, sir.
So without the students, what would you go to the school and do, please? If there are no schools, there are no students. But
I
are you
could have
getting this? Are you
I
getting
could
the
have
concept?
turned my knowledge into banking and other, lucrative form of business. I wouldn't be receiving some small amount of money as salary.
You see, as a teacher, when you talk this way, hold on. Teachers are not supposed to speak like this. That you could have transferred your whatever to banking and other lucrative business. You see, you saw all these things, but you decided to go through the training, the college, and then you become a teacher. You see, when we are in the soup, the soup is not nice. But when you go behind the soup, if I tell you the kind of people who want to join this, then certain comments, respectfully, please, we are not supposed to, do them because it brings a lot of problem. So I beg you, without this, fine, it could happen that you can go into banking and what have you. But for now, this is what we have doing. So we must respect them. Whether we like it or not, we must respect them. I know some of them
Hello,
is
sir.
we use them.
Hello,
Yes.
sir.
Yes, sir.
Even being a banker without the customers, who
So
are you
your
going to serve?
network.
As a banker? Being a
You said
banker
you
and
what?
without customers, being a banker and without customers, how are you going to be a banker?
Thank you, boss. Now you want to be a banker. It's not teachers who are going to teach them to come and put their money there.
And even if you are a banker and there are no customers for you to serve.
So please, with the teaching, let's it's okay. So thank you, my brother. No, we are not annoyed. We are all sharing. We are debating on something. Okay, so don't be offended. Okay.
I totally agree, sir.
Yeah. All right. Thank you. Then, as a teacher, you must provide clear explanations, holds attention, and respect of our students. You must practice effective classroom work management. How do you manage the class? Please, I believe that all teachers will do this. We will go and set instructions in the class. No, when we go, you call the children. Let's all set rules and regulations in the class. When you go to break and you don't come early, what should we do? We, including you and the student. Oh, man, sir, let's cane the person. Okay, how many canes? 2, 3. Okay, we'll take 2. When you go and so you see that once you guide the children and they come out with these rules and regulations, it will help you to manage your class perfectly because they themselves have come out with those punitive measures. So once they falter and you give it to them, they are okay. But when I call, hey, I'm the teacher. If you go to break, you don't come early, I'll give you 10 lashes. A child will also go and come later and see whether you give him 10 lashes, and we'll see. And we shouldn't forget that these children we are teaching them, some of them, they are powerful in spirit. If you beat them anyhow, they will beat you at night. So that is that. We have to set the rules, the ground rules with them. All right. Now, key evidence from researchers on what? Teacher effectiveness. Some people have sat down and then they have done research on teacher effectiveness. Let's look at it. Research on teaching suggests that what? Effective teachers generally exhibit certain characteristics. What are some of these characteristics? They show enthusiasm. They have well-managed classrooms. The effective teachers. So if you're an effective teacher, this is what they say we do. Provide students with the maximum opportunity to learn, maintain an academic focus, have higher or high rather than low expectation of what students can achieve. So that is what research has proven, that all effective teachers come out with all these things. Now, key evidence from researchers on what teachers continue. Yes, sir.
Good evening. Please, I've been raising my hand, but yeah, not calling me. I wanted to.
Because of the network, sorry, I have. If I bring it plain, then it's interactive, so I've covered it.
Okay.
That's why. Please talk. Sorry.
Okay. Sorry, sir. So my question, maybe it will take us back a little bit, but I want to be clear on it.
All right.
Please, you see these theories we are learning about.
Yes,
to me, I think they were propounded, so many years ago. And
yes,
looking at the kind of world we are in today with this technology advancement and all that, is there a way that we can revisit these theories and or they still work in the present age? Because I remember on Sunday, the course we were doing, or Saturday, the lecturer said, truth is relative. According to some propounders also like that. I'm not home, so I don't have my notes. So after that time, their theories were true. But my question, are they still true today that things have changed and we have evolved in so many ways that the kind of students they had then?
Yeah. Yes, please. It's still working, okay.
For their research. I'm a bit confused about that.
It's still working. And so, for instance, when you look at the constructivism, let me take that one. Now all the empiricism, all the empirical, they are saying that knowledge must be acquired through what? Experience. Please, I hope you are getting it. So now, you yourself, you can tell me based on experience since you started teaching, based on certain experience you have gone through, you have vowed not to commit those things again so that you go and have any problem. For instance, maybe it could be caning. Maybe you were caning a child, the cane went and hit the child's eye. What the parent took you through to the point that even a police station and whatever came in, you see that because you have learned through that experience, even if you see somebody who say, hey, Charlie, you are caning, be careful. Please, I hope you are getting it. So those things are still working.
So this one there, it's like you are looking at me in the spirit. This is my story.
Because boss, it also happened to me. So yes. So I have to go to the police station. I stay there till 8 p.m. morning, 8 p.m. Yes. When the town is against you, that's what happened. So please, that is so it works. It's Mr. Osu, please, let's hear you, please. Mr. Osu. Mr. Osu Alexander. All right.
Okay, my question is, okay, I'm talking, sir.
Oh, no.
My question is the key evidence on research regarding to teaching. In a typical Ghanaian society, they only measure teachers' output through examination, that is BEC and WASI, that is the summative one. But it has been clearly here that an effective teacher show enthusiasm, have well-managed classroom. But why are they always charged us when students did not perform well?
So it is we that we are not able to fight our cause well. You see, my boss, teaching the children, it's not compulsory that you always have to do exercise. You can do some kind of oral examination. So with that one, if it's even group work, as the children are doing that, you take your phone and snap it. When the CISO comes, you can even print out, this is the group work I give it to them. It's an exercise. Then you score it. It doesn't mean that we have to wait and give them exercise. And we have a lot of methods in assessing the children.
So that one is only during BEC and WASI.
So during BEC and WASI, you see, that one, when we get there, I'll explain certain things to you. The BEC and the WASI that we are doing. You know, we have assessment, we have non-referencing and what?
Yes,
criterion. And criterion referencing.
Yeah.
Which one do you think they use to, grade the children?
The criterion.
The criteria.
Now, I think it's non-reference.
Now, the criteria, can you explain the criteria? The criteria is that everybody must get 100 and get 1. Is that not it?
Yeah.
Now, the non-reference is not like that. After doing everything, they want to measure your performance against certain measures. Now, do you know that the politicians will go and say that, okay, this year, please, I want them to say that we are doing well. When this government came with this, so please, all those who will get 60, give them 1. Or let's say 4% of the students should get 1. Or 10% should get 1. So please, I don't know, the course you are doing, you understand what politics is doing to us.
Yes.
So you see, the students are not performing. They are trying to blame the teachers, which is not our fault. You see, it's not our fault. So say that is that you teach, and the children, once you've taught, they have to go and write the exam. If they go and they don't perform. Yours is to do wholeheartedly. You teach and teach well. Then you move on. As for the CISOs, they'll come and talk. I know that there are CISOs here. This is your course you are doing. A lot of CISOs are here. So if the CISOs are here, they should also listen to us. Whatever we are saying, they should take it in a good heart. Yes, sir. Mr.
Thank
David.
you, sir.
All
Sir
right,
David.
sir. Yes, sir. Sir, thank you for the opportunity. You know, I've been following through, and there is this that I would like to find out. Is it possible that we could also look into some of the research done by some Ghanaians? It seems Ghana here, many people are, after their study, they do research and come out with findings. But when we are doing this kind of courses, we don't bring in Ghanaian related researches to also buttress some point. Maybe some of these research would let us also see and understand the kind of children we are dealing with in Ghana here, so that we also look down to our country rather than always focusing on what those Asian people have carried out and how they really relate to how we are teaching and learning over here. What about the ones being carried out by our own people? What do we say to those ones? Thank you.
Thank you, sir. Sir John. Sir John, please, so that I'll answer. Sir John, let's hear you. Let's be a bit faster with our time. So
Yes, please. Sir, my is in a way directly to the issues as well. So please, is there any way that we can, use it to solve this problem? Like where, using the BEC and the WASI to, rate the teaching stand, the teacher's performance. Is there any way we can curb it and take it off? That is my question on that one.
all right. So the first one, as I said, sir was saying that the research, yes, sir. If you go to UCC, the research commons, the researches that people have done there, you just go and do the research and then you bring it, submit the mark, and they go and put it on the shelf. It will be there. Only that will settle on it. Our leaders are lazy. They are lazy. They are lazy. They sit down in Ghana here, go to Finland, this school feeding. They went and brought it from Finland. Finland does this. And other Canada and even that one, the school feeding. Canada like this, they feed there and feed teachers. They sit here, the curriculum, they will sit here, go and download certain things. And they are not ready. You see, look at our society. And in a way, they are also trying to meet this global kind of thing. Because we are not in isolation. We are in the global world. So we should try and then mingle with them, whatever they are learning, we also learn so that we can get. If not, people are doing brilliant researches, but when you send it, they don't take care of it. They'll just leave it somewhere and go by those that have been proven. That's what they want to do. So that is the issue. Then the one who said that the SSC, the BEC thing, we can abolish it. Okay, by now, like very soon they said they will not write the BEC again. So when you finish the GHS, you go to SHS 1 and whatever you get to Form 2. They are making the curriculum basa. So you can't complain. We are all in the soup together, or the water together, and we are suffering. So that is that. Mr. David.
This is a follow-up to my earlier one. We can learn, we can start from somewhere. I believe that, let's say, our lecturers from the tertiaries should, voice out on those matters, right? Because we can do it. Let's look at just Burkina Faso just here. They've realized that the kind of governance they are practicing is not helping them. Now they've gone to China to go and study how China is practicing their democracy, their kind of governance. And they are saying that they are not going to copy everything. They are going to look at what is good over there and come and put it to suit their country. We are in a global world. We can't be left out, but we can also go and copy what is helping somebody somewhere. Because in our own candidate, say that says that what actually make somebody's house better can destroy other person's house. So for me, I believe that you can start from somewhere. You are lecturers should be voicing it out. You should be.
All right. All right.
We can also bring some of the research. Thank you very much.
All right. You see, I don't know. I'm saying that the course you are doing, you get to a place where politics play a major role. You can go and write whatever you want to write. If the politician says that they are coming to what implement their ambition, you, the teacher, you, the lecturer, who are you? They are employing you. They will sideline you. A lot of things are happening. It's not everything that I can say here. So let's see. As you are coming, I pray that you also get up there and you see how the whole thing works. Okay. Yes, it's true. We can start somewhere, but look at the whole thing. Politics is now permeating into our distance. So that is it. Now, so we have learning styles, section 3. We are looking at learning styles. I think our time. So we are looking at learning styles. Now, in learning styles, what do we try? What are we making up from this end, or what are we trying to make up? Now, we are saying that information enters your brain through what? 3 methods. That's the learning style. The kind of things that information enters the brain. So we have the sight, your eye, you have hearing, and the what? The touch. So the one which you use is mostly called your learning style. There are some people here, as I'm talking, they listen, that is all. They will not even go and take their hand out and read again. There are some people, when they see it, that's all. There are some people too, they have to see, they have to hear, and they have to touch before that thing will stay. So each and every one and the learning style that God has given it to you. So we are saying that a learning style is a group of what? Characteristics, attitude, and behaviors that define our way of learning. So our way of learning is being what? Defined by these attitudes. Okay, our learning characteristics. So learning style is a particular way in which the mind receives and process what information. So that is the learning style. So when we talk about learning style, and we look at the sight, the hearing, the touch, then let's look at it. According to VAC, visual learners learn by sight. Auditory learners learn by what? Hearing. Tactile learners or kinesthetic learn by touching. And so we have these 3 groups of what? Learning styles. So which one is yours? So as you are learning this, you should know that we have all these category of learners in our classroom. So when we are learning, we are teaching, we must consider all of them. All right. Now we have Cobb's experiential what? Learning style. In 1974, he learning as what? An integrated process, with each stage being what? Mutually supportive of and feeding into what? The next one. Now it is possible to enter the cycle at any stage and follow it through its what? Logical sequence. So at any stage you can decide to enter, then you follow it consequently, to meet whatever you want to get. Now we have concrete experience. So in concrete experience, a new experience of situations is being what? Encountered, or reinterpretation of what? Existing what? Experiences. And so as a result of that, we are saying that the concrete form of teaching, we have to teach the children from known to unknown. Now, from known to unknown, what do we do? If it's known, we must touch, we must see the thing. The children should what? Feel it. That's the concrete what? Aspect. Then the known is what the children, what they know. You are teaching from what they know to what they don't know. And so that is what we have here. Now they are highly what? Skilled in what? Practical application of ideas. So here they tend to do best in situations where there's a single best solution or answer to a problem. So when there's a single answer or something, they all try to what confine themselves within that particular framework so that they will be able to what meet the situation or the answer. Solomon, yeah, Mr. Solomon, let's hear you.
Thank you very much, sir. I have an issue about the learning styles. I've been battling with this thing since college. My problem is we prepare lessons at most an hour lesson, and we have, let's say, at least these 3 sets of kids in the class, visual, auditory, and stuff. I want to know the actual way forward in addressing this case, because we write it in the notes, we'll do this for these people, but on the ground, on the actual ground, it hardly happens that we are actually addressing auditory kids and then visual learners. We hardly do those things. I don't know if there is a way we can even add it to the things we study as teachers, that if you have visual learners in your class, how do you address the how it's done? Because for most of the teachers, about 82 of us online, I know more than 50%. We go, if it's the lecture method, we lecture and then we go in the 1 hour space, because trying to cater for all of them in the 1 hour, by the time you group them, settle these people, go back, come back, your lesson is over and you won't do anything. So I don't know if we can come up with a clear-cut direction on how to address the learning needs of this or the learning styles of the learners.
The learning style we are talking about, on the ground, what we are trying to say is that, you are grouping students and whatever, by the time you finish grouping them, they will definitely have to, put them into groups to do certain things. Now, the learning style, sometimes you'll be teaching in the class, you see that anytime you're talking, a child turns the head this way and trying to listen from one side of the ear. Okay? It means that now the child, anytime you are teaching, he wants to listen well, but maybe he has a problem. So maybe where he's seated, it's not favoring him. So what you do is that anytime you are teaching, you must use an audible voice. Please, are you getting me? You must use an audible voice.
I'm understanding.
Especially our female teachers. When they are teaching, that's why they are coming to do their styles. Some of them, they are coming to brothelize the thing. Come and do some styles, and all these things boils down. It disturbs the children. Because some of them, they want to listen. And so when you talk and your voice is not audible enough, they are not able to decode or encode. Now, when it comes to the sight, a teacher writes on the board and jam all the words and the sentences together. The child will look at it, will not even make any meaning out of that. And so as teachers, when we are teaching, because some people are learning through their eyes, we must try and write well, clear. Then there are some teachers, for them, they don't want to even do any practice at all. For them, all what they do is they come, they lecture, and they go, as my brother said. But there are some of the topics, some of the subjects, there should be a TLMs where the child have to practice and like for instance, you go to the lab, you're talking about eye-hand coordination, and you go and talk and let them go. You have to let them practice it. So when they practice, there are some when they practice them, once they do it, they learn, and that's all. So please, I don't know whether I have made any impact on the question you asked.
Yes, please. I think this is the first time I'm getting a clear rule, because all this I was thinking when we talk about those auditory learners, there are some people you have to hammer one thing to them, say it. And then when it comes to the visual learners, you have to be showing them videos and pictures and all that. But with your explanation, I think I get it better now.
All right, sir. All right.
Thank you.
Now, let's look at Howard Gardner's theory of multiple intelligence. Now, Gardner's theory of multiple intelligence, what is he saying? He proposes that people are not born with all of the intelligence they will ever have. Now, this theory challenged the traditional notion that there is one single type of intelligence, sometimes known as gene, for general intelligence. That only focuses on what? Cognitive what? Abilities. We also have verbal linguistic intelligence, words smart or book smart. There are people when they are talking, you see that look at the way he speaks. And there are people who are born with that innately. And so we don't have that, general intelligence. As yet, somebody will pick some words and put it the way he will even the same thing that you do. Somebody will do it in a different way. That you'll be there, you marvel. Okay, so this intelligence involves the knowing, which comes through language, through reading, writing, and speaking. This intelligence, the verbal linguistic intelligence, we are looking at what the language that the person speaks or the language that he is getting through our reading of what storybooks, and then writing and also speaking, the way we talk. Some people can speak nicely. Even when he is annoyed, the way he will package the thing and give it to you, you never be annoyed. Now, it also involves understanding the order and meaning of words in both speech and writing, and how to what? Properly use the language. You must get the understanding. Now, it involves understanding the what? The socio-cultural what? Nuances of a language, including idioms. Hello, sir. Hello. Hello. Am I the only one out?
Please, I can't do anything. Hello?
Hello.
I wasn't getting any signal here.
Hello, sir. Hello, sir.
Yes, I think the network went.
Hello.
Yes. Yes.
Hello, sir.
Hello. Yes.
Hello, sir.
Hello. Yeah, I can hear you. Please talk.
Sir, you're not
We
getting
are
the
not
network.
hearing you.
We are not doing.
Oh, so
You are not
you
hearing
can
me.
go on. Hello. Hello.
Now we hear you.
Okay. So we're
Now
looking
we
at
hear
the
you.
okay, we're looking at the verbal linguistics, intelligence, and all those things. Where I was talking about how people can use words and language to express themselves. They speak. You know that this one is very intelligent. Though they have not given him any task for him to play, any role to play in terms of working on him. But the way the person speaks, this guy will be very intelligent. And Gardner is saying that yes, we can learn all this through what? Reading. Okay, the language we use and writing and speaking. So that is what then they are saying that in speech and writing, we look at how properly one uses the language. Then someone is giving us a feedback. Then we also look at the social cultural nuances of language. We are looking at idioms, how people can use idioms to express themselves that they will not let you understand. The words which is in the play and all of that. So that is what Gardner is saying. Now, learning style importance. What are the importance of the learning style? We are saying that knowledge of students.
So the network at your end is very bad. Very, very, very bad.
Hello.
Oh, please, I think it's.
Hello.
Maybe it's from your end.
It's okay now. It's okay now.
Sir,
okay. Can I go on?
Yes, please.
I can hear you. Maybe.
Okay,
from
so knowledge of student learning style is important for both what student and teacher. If the student is aware of his or her learning style, then the teacher wouldn't suffer so much. Then that person can study more effectively and with less frustrations. If I know my learning style, then I wouldn't go through any frustrations. I'm able to learn on my own without having any frustration. Likewise, the teacher who knows his or her student learning style is less likely to go or get frustration and more likely to teach effectively. teachers are increasingly being evaluated on how their students perform on nationwide standardized assessment. So here we are saying that that's nationwide standard assessment that they are doing. When you know, your students, then you don't have any problem. All right. Now in Unit 4, we're saying teaching style. Teaching is more complex, but it is also a combination of many small and repetitive tasks that all come together to form a bigger picture. We say that reflective teaching, what does that mean? It helps you to understand how better performed each little part to create a better future. And so reflective, you have taught, you need to reflect on what you have done, whether the concept that you gave to the student understood it or not, then how well can you carve it next time so that you'll be able to teach it well to them. Then we say that not only will it make you a better teacher, it will also help you develop your students into better learners. So when you look at the teaching style, it's also what helps you. So we have types of teaching styles. We have teacher-centered approach. Here, the teacher-centered approach to education positions the teacher as the expert who is in charge of imparting knowledge to his or her students. It could be in a lecture form or direct instructions. Then we have the student-centered. Here, the student is placed at the learning center or the learning process. Okay, between the teacher and the student, what is going to happen is that the student is now going to be considered as the doer in the role of the learning. So you give them researchers to go and research and go and do their own thing so that they will know the concept. When they come and explain and share with the class. So teaching style can be grouped into 5 different categories. We have the auditory or lecture style. We have the demonstrator or coach style. We have the facilitator or activity style. Then we have the delegator, you delegate. Then we have the hybrid. You put all these together as one, or the blended style. That is that. Now, active learning strategy. Think, pair, share. Okay, think, pair, share. So you can put them in twos. Okay, they will give them the problem, think about it, you share. Now you come and tell us the answer. So we say think, pair, share. Brainstorming. Okay, you put the problem there, they have to brainstorm on it and talk about it and then get the answers. We have bar session, we have think, ink, pair, share. We have directions, we have think, we have pair, square, share. All these ones are learning strategies that we can give to our people, or we can take them through to help us make the lesson so enjoyable to them. We have reflective teaching strategies. We have Brookfield, 2017. He lays out 4 crucial sources: student eyes, colleagues' perceptions, personal experience, and theory and research. Okay, so instructors can use various tools and methods to learn from these sources and reflect on their teaching, ranging from low-key to formal and personal to intercollegial. So this is what we have for the instructors. Self-assessment, classroom observation, consideration of student evaluation, or exploration of educational research. Now, because each semester students and their needs are different, reflective teaching is a continual practice that supports effective and student-centered teaching. Because every semester, each student comes with a different variety of a problem. So we have to do reflective kind of teaching. Characteristics of reflective teacher. We have Cadell Head, 1992. He states that reflective teaching implies an active concern with aim consequences as well as what means and technical competence with lead towards creative and innovative approaches to classroom and problem. This could into improve learning opportunities. So what you what was to arm themselves.
So you're having
Clinical
problem with your
process.
network.
Oh, still hello.
Please the network. Please the network.
The network is not favorable.
Can you hear me now, please? Can you hear me now?
You can hear me.
Is it okay now?
Yes, please.
Okay. So we have the clinical process. So the characteristics refers to what the process of reflective teaching, in which teachers monitor, evaluate, and revise their own practice continuously. So you, the teacher, when you're teaching, you can record yourself. Now, when you record yourself, you can evaluate yourself that this teaching I did, I can give myself 10 over 100, which I didn't do well at all. Next time, let me put in this and this and that so that I'll do well. Now, when we look at Stenhouse, 1975, we also point out that teachers should act as researchers of their own practice and should develop curriculum, though practical inquiry. But teachers are what principally expected to plan, make provision, and act. You see, now what do? We go online and download the notes, most of us, and submit. So they say even own the note. When we want to own the note, when you download, keep it on your laptop. And every week, the one that you want to submit, you go through and own it. There are certain key points that they have placed there that you don't have it in your community or in your environment, within your enclave. So what you do is that you look at it and then try to do improvise. Okay, you improvise in order to make sure that you meet the needs of the children. And so we have to do all these things. Now, advantages of reflective teaching. What are the advantages of reflective teaching? Professional growth. So when you reflect your teaching or you look at it, whether it went well or bad, it will help you to grow professionally. Promote innovation. It helps you to bring in different ideas. Enhances problem-solving skills. It helps you to the same problem, you find a way of solving that same problem in a different manner. And so these are the advantages of what? Reflective teaching. So please, my people, I think I have to go by my time and by my watch. I think it's exactly 8 p.m. And so I don't know whether I will say too long, so long, whatever. We have drawn curtains to the lecture that we are having. And so here ends our today lectures. I don't know if someone has anything to say. The floor is open for any addition, subtraction, or any question. Thank you.
Hello there.
Okay, sir. Thank you for your time.
All right. Mr. Osu, let's hear
Hello,
you.
sir. Thank you very much for your presentation. Well, I'm the rep for this call, so I would like to encourage if you can post your number on the comment section for any information.
All right, my boss. My boss, my network. I was even trying to type something. It's not coming. So can I say it so that you take it?
Okay.
Yes, I even tried to type something. It didn't come. So let me say it so that you take it. Okay.
So you can call it out now.
0243
0243
18
18.
Yeah, 45
62. 62. 02
Yes, 62.
184562.
Yes, please.
Can you kindly share the course outline with us so that you would be able to know the number of topics we have to tackle this time? Thank you.
The course outline, you see, this term, this course you are doing, is from Unit 1 to Unit 5, and we are covering all. Do you have the course book?
I said you kindly share the course book as well.
Do you have it?
No, please.
So we all don't have it, so you share it to
No,
all of us.
please. Yeah, please, you do have it. Wait.
All right. Please, I'll forward it to you. And so
Okay, sir.
let my boss add me to your group. I'll put it there for you.
Okay, sir.
Everybody will have access.
So, sir, if I can ask, would the question entail from Unit 1 to 5, or because you were a good teacher, you would narrow it to Unit 1 and 2 so that you'll be able to write and pass?
Hey, I think because you are good teacher.
I love this lobbying.
Yeah,
you are lobbying. The question
sometimes our poll also be appreciated.
No, here we don't give a poll. You know, this is it. The questions, the first quiz will take Unit 1 to 3. The first quiz, you must capture Unit 1 to 3. Then the second quiz, Unit 4 to 6, before the final exams comes. In the course, we'll be looking at some of the past questions. That's what I do. Okay. I can
Sir, your
share past
network, we
questions.
didn't hear what you. Sir, please, can you go over what you said?
Can you hear me now?
Yes, please.
I'm saying that for the airport here, it's not possible. But what we do is that I'll discuss past questions with you when you're about writing your exams, or maybe the first quiz. I'll see what I'll do. So we'll discuss some past questions. Again, respectfully, when I give an assignment and I tell you I am taking the assignment 12 noon Tuesday, please, my 12 noon is my 12 noon. If you bring it in even 12:1, please, I won't, because you are not the only people. I have other group. I have to. It's not easy. So I beg you, when it happens that I give you an assignment and I say you are submitting this maybe 6 p.m., I beg you try and submit it that time for me. Thank you.
Some of us didn't get it because of network.
0243 18 45 62. Mr. Hassan, let's hear you.
Thank you very much, sir, for this opportunity. Sir, I really enjoy the presentations, everything I'm going to work. I really enjoy it. But my question is, and contribution is that, the quizzes that they have been doing, at least they have,
yes, boss.
They have a certain page they normally cover.
Yes, boss.
When it comes to the quiz setting and stuff. So if you can give us a gist on how the question is set, maybe some of the areas they normally pick, we will be very grateful. Thank you, sir.
So your first quiz, you are to learn Units 1 to 3. You also don't forget that we'll be doing presentation. Please do well to, when the topic I give it to you for the presentation, I beg you, do the presentation well. It's either I'll give you presentation or I give you assignment to present. If it happens that it's presentation, whatever topic I give it to you, please prepare well and come and present. That one, if it's 20/20, you are sure of getting it. For the quiz, you are not sure what you're going to get. So all your presentation, all your assignments, do not joke with it. If you don't bring your assignment early and it goes against you, that's your own problem. So as for the presentation and assignment, when they give it to you, my people, do not joke with it. I beg you. All right, thank you. So I would have to give you the so I said course rep should add me to the page. I'll give you the handout. So you are covering from Unit 1 to Unit 5. Because I'm going to give you the book, I don't think I should give you the slides I have prepared. Or you want that one?
we want both. We want both.
We
want everything. Everything. Your slides,
Both.
your book, your TVs, everything. We are ready, sir.
Yeah. Everything. Yeah. That would be better.
You want my thesis too? Hey, yo, please, my thesis. I don't have the source of them. I'll give you the hard copy. So, everything.
We want all the algorithm.
Including
All the
the
algorithm. If you can even borrow us to find, we will come.
All right. That is just on a lighter note. So please, I think we will.
Okay, sir. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. Yes.
Thank you.
I appreciate you. Oh. Okay, sir. We shall meet the next time. Thank you very much.
So please. All right. So, Constable, please add me to the group so I'll put this in there. Okay.
So
Thank you. All right. Good night. All the best.
Please, can you help us reach Mr. Is it Dako?
Mr. Who?
Dako. I don't even know the name.
Mr.
Akadom, rather. Akadom. Akadom.
He's teaching you what?
Akadom.
Akadom. Dr. Akadom.
Yes.
Akadom.
You said you needed what?
The slide he used for his presentation. Actually, he didn't share it with us.
You see, every lecturer in his style. You see it.
Okay. I don't know whether the course
has
been able to contact him for it, and he refused to give.
Oh, Auntie Franca.
Mr. Alex.
Yes, sir.
Have you contacted him?
For the course to get it for us.
So you leave it to the course. Then again, I want to give you a little advice, okay? Please, this course you are doing, your well-being depends on you. The way you talk to the lecturers on the page, the way you talk, you should be very, very careful. I'm telling you. The way you talk to them, if anything, let the course rep go forward. If you are to be you, if you're on the page, I'll not put any kind of statement that will, contradict myself, or I'll bring any annoyance to myself or whatever. Everything, who is the course rep, let him go. Nobody should go behind and be talking anyhow and be sending messages. And doc, with this, please, I beg you. Me, that's the advice I'll offer you. I beg you. We are different. We are different lecturers and different individuals. The way some of my colleagues will treat the students is different from the way some of us two will treat you. So, per my advice, if you take it, it will help you. Let's be careful the way we talk and all of that. Okay.
Thank you, sir.
Yes.
Thank you so much. Thank you very much.
Anytime they are teaching you and anytime they are teaching you and there's a question you are asking, it shouldn't seem as if you are challenging them or something. For instance, my brother was saying that at college they learn that this is and that, and it means that you are still holding on to the college kind of thing. So please, I'm begging you. This one is an advice. I'm not annoyed, but me, I won't say anything, but I don't want you to go and do it to any other person. I beg you. So that is it. So good night.
Thank you.
All right.
Thank you, my sir.
Good night, sir. Thank you very
Hello. Hello.
Hello.
Hi. Please, with regard to the group, should I create another group for method of teaching ICT? Or
No, I think the group will finish. So let's maintain what we have.
Please, hello.
Yes.
Hello. I want to give a suggestion. Please, we have the group already, but the community too is there. WhatsApp community is there. We can link the group if some of us we can be doing that one so that we will not disturb our lecturers and any other stuff. What do you think? The WhatsApp community is there. It's not going to expire anytime. Is that?
You should maintain what we have. You have one already. So
yes, we have one. But anyway, no problem. Thank you.
Yeah,
you can still create a WhatsApp group and do some discussions. I think that is.
Mind you, this one is a joint class.
Yeah, it's a joint class.
Class.
Yeah.
That is comprised of both UCC and West School plus other online centers. I don't know
All
if you
centers.
manage to do.
Silence. Please contact
So
the
I'm
rank.
going to add you to the one that I created.
All right, sir. That will be fine. That will be fine. Probably
Okay.
UCC and Wesco. You can do that for us.
Okay. Yes. And I also send the link to the main group so that those of us who have not been able to join the UCC and Wesco can equally join. Yeah, it's good, it's good, it's good. Thank you very much.
Non-existent national service personnel and revolting promises from the monthly allowance incurred under those claims.
First latest, and then we are having slides like this. Oh my God. Only God can help us.